What are you guys doing?
Unless people need supplies, what's the closest location the dean gave me?
Or Wilder Rats?
Yes.
The Wilder Rats, as far as islands are concerned, they're known to be on Drogmar, and that's about it. But also, the southern half of Uranus definitely has Wilder Rats, and the middle of the other continent, Zamira, has Wilder Rats.
Nice. That's my current priority, unless somebody else wants to do something different.
I have no goals or aspirations.
Well, we meant in D&D.
That's harsh, but you're right.
It was a joke, I'm sorry.
I have goals and aspirations in real life. They're extremely basic ones, but it's fine.
Anyway.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I said same.
Okay, fine. My goal in life is to be happy.
Whoa, now. Calm
Whoa,
down.
yeah. Actually, maybe it isn't a basic one. It's quite a difficult one.
In this economy?
In this economy? I just want to be happy.
Luckily,
in
I'm
this
easily
economy,
pleased.
You can't have that. I don't agree with that statement either.
What, that I'm easily pleased?
Oh, yeah.
Am I not?
No.
In what way?
You know how difficult it is to please you? You're constantly like, Travis, don't sleep.
Oh, okay. So easily pleased. Oh, you've stayed awake and hung out with me for a couple of hours.
Let me rephrase
That
that.
is
Someone who
easy.
is easily pleased is not someone who is needy.
You can be easily pleased and needy. It's fine.
Those
You
are
absolutely
opposite
can.
states.
You absolutely can.
Nope. Anyway, oh yeah, Accra does not have Wilder Rats, though there is a vast jungle.
Not too fond of jungles since we met those carnivorous plants.
Oh, those are fun though.
I mean, I guess I'm okay with sailing for like Drogmar.
I think the only problem is, didn't we decide that it would be a pain in the ass to have a wilder rat on the ship?
I don't think she needs to have it in her possession, right? It's just
Oh, I thought that was the thing. It was catch and return.
I thought it was like tame and like prove that
Yeah,
she
you have to
tamed it,
tame.
but she doesn't have to bring the tamed thing back.
How else would I prove that I tamed it?
I don't know, your magic little orb device thingy.
Get it to write a nice letter.
It's a book.
Your nice little book device thingy. Does it have FaceTime?
You know, I've never tried. What's FaceTime?
What's FaceTime? I just imagine you asking the dean, does this book come with FaceTime? He's like, I don't know what that is, but I'm intrigued.
Do you have games on your...
Do you have games on your phone? No. She's sitting there with like her book. It's like, what are you doing? Playing Snake? She's just drawing in her book.
Yeah.
That would be amazing. But also, technically, there are how many people?
4?
Like, currently or just in general?
So you have 8 crew member on this boat at the moment. This is a small boat. It only takes, well, a smaller boat. It only takes 6 people to run, like minimally. But like having some crew would be kind of useful. If that's something you're interested in.
That's something for Gears to worry about. And pay for.
True, though you are currently at a pirate dock. And I have access to his gold.
I'm not gonna make any decisions on that front. I've done that before and he didn't like it. We could
As long
always
as you
say
don't
that
tell
he
them that
sorted
there's a
out.
high likelihood of the ship exploding. I think it'll be cheap
Yeah.
That'd be
to
fine.
find deckhands.
Could we say that we sorted that out and then make him do it next week, or like talk to him at some point and do it?
We could try, but I would have to talk to him within the next month to do that.
No, you're gonna. He's gonna be at your house at some point, literally next week.
Last time, oh wait, yeah, because he has to drop you off.
Yes, and
Okay.
he's gonna have to come inside for at least a little while.
I was gonna say, but last time he came over, he was here for less than 5 minutes and bailed immediately.
Yeah. Well, okay. To be fair, he did just pop round. The second time, the first time he was in like your house for a while, he was there for 5 minutes. Yes, and managed to shoot me in the tit with a Nerf gun.
He did that, went goal achieved, and left.
Yeah, fucking pretty much. It
This-
was shoot me in the tit, judge me out for how tall I am, and then leave.
That's what everyone does to him, to be honest. So
I'm glad I made him feel like a big man, I guess.
This might
because he's
sound
like an inch taller than the shortest person I've ever met.
He is maybe 2 inches. He insists it's at like 4.
That's what she said.
I've made this joke before, Travis.
I know. Now there's people to hear it, so I had to take it.
That's fair. It's almost like he doesn't know how long 4 inches is.
Ouch.
I shouldn't insult him, otherwise
Oh.
I won't be able to find out how long 4 inches is.
Then-
right, because you use the metric system over there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, that sentence makes more sense now. I was about to like choke on something.
It's like 1.8 centimeters
I hope
or
I can.
something. I don't know. I'm not doing the
That,
conversion.
I have a
that
bit,
is
like,
that is
tape measure
not accurate. That is
4
you s-
inches.
It's like 4 inches
It's
is
like
about
it's
10
like
centimeters.
yeah, I was gonna say it's almost
I
a
did
little
the
over
I
9
did the
centimeters.
reverse. Oh
You
man,
did so
I thought you were just going
hard
for
to
like
reverse.
1 inch.
I was trying to divide in my head instead of multiply. Yeah, it's about 10 centimeters.
It's about 10 centimeters.
Yeah, we all knew that.
Yeah, I have like 3 forms of like
ID.
measurement thingy here, so it's easy to find.
Anyway, I will assume that Gears hires deckhands, but if not, we will figure that out.
Yeah, this might sound super judgy of me, but I assume they're all going to be kind of dumb because I feel like Gears enjoys feeling smarter than everyone.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
The cheap generic deckhands in Acra, you're looking at like the good ones, like a 7 in. Like we're talking.
They've all dumped in, which is fair.
They're all dumb.
You want strength in decks on a ship.
You want either strength or dex, and everyone wants wisdom.
I have wisdom.
Perception's
Definitely
important on
Dex.
a boat.
Perception is good. And survival.
That would be helpful, yeah.
Survival is good if you're doing generic boat stuff. If you're navigating for days of travel, apparently it's a D10 system.
Yep, just luck. I'll
Yep.
be
Yep.
right back.
Okay.
Wait, I thought you said Philip was going to Dollywood today, Travis.
That got canceled because he said that fuck. Did my brain just melt? His wife hurt her foot. And I think he hurt me.
No, that was me.
Oh, thank
Oh.
God. Like, listen.
That's unfortunate.
I still have Amanda's husband in my phone as Amanda's husband, and I played D&D with him all night. So they even told me his name, and I went, "I'll change that." Never did.
It started with an R, I think.
I see that. See, I thought it was something, and that makes me go, "No, never mind."
Just message him and ask him how he spells his name. But that's when it turns out to be like Bob or something, and you're like, ah.
Yeah. It's like, how to spell Kurt? Are you serious? Like, that's like the scene from Family Guy. Oh, Meg, it's your birthday. How many candles should I buy for your birthday?
Yeah. Ow. There's also a lot of Travis, I don't know if you're looking at my stream. There's a lot of like this motion, and it's really fucking up my arm.
Is it specifically because of that motion?
It's that motion, because the soaring is that, and the filing is that. At least at
Get
this
better
stage.
at doing that motion.
Well,
Practice.
it's hard to practice. Okay, I will practice a lot, I guess.
Oh, but yeah. I have a crew. Everyone agreed to sail to Dragmar. Philip would know. Dragmar is generally avoided, as it is an island full of orcs.
Of course it is. I could guess by the name.
No, really?
Yeah.
Is it that obvious?
Yeah, I need to find out if I've ever been there. Hang on.
Have you ever been?
I don't think so. That I know of.
That's good.
I just need to check my backstories.
You would probably have less limbs if you've been to Dragmar.
That is fair.
Oh wait, maybe I'm racist because like orcs being evil is like a
Oh
racist
my God.
stereotype or something. But yeah. Since Aylar went AFK, who wants to roll a d10 to see how the travel goes?
I put moth because I think it'll be interesting.
Oh, darn. Yeah. 9.
A 9? So on this first day of travel, it's 5 days away. And I can't open my jar of jelly. Hold on. Fuck. Why was that hard? Anyway, on the first day of travel, nothing crazy seems to happen. You do see a pack of whales off of the bow. And they're fun to watch for a bit.
I just want to check really quick. Weren't we meant to meet the other ship in Accra?
When you left, they were going to handle that whole other job without you, because you didn't know how long you were going to be.
Okay, that's not up to me, so it's fine.
Unless Laudan wants to try and find them. He knows where that job is going to be at.
That's true. I do know that.
What is the other job?
There-
So there's a ship.
Definitely legal activities that we don't need to be too concerned about.
Yeah, I mean, Lorana got it.
Whoa. Who's Whoa.
I honestly couldn't have summed it up better myself.
Lorana, did you suddenly get like a thick accent? And you're like, yo, don't worry about it. Yeah, it's nothing you need to worry. Total illegal activities. What are you talking about? You're asking a lot of questions.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Calm down there, Vinny. You don't need to worry about it. It's taken care of for the family.
Hey, Uncle Lou, I got you a gift. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, it's just a thank you gift for teaching me the ropes. Vinny, this is a human foot. Yeah, it's like a size 11. It's like, Vinny, why do I have a human foot? It's like, oh, well, Lou, this is the man that slept with your wife. Well, thank you, Vinny. Thank you. I'm gonna need his hands in the morning.
Yep, suddenly Lorana's just from Boston. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Lorana's becoming a pirate gangster.
It's just Boston Adrian.
I mean, it was more likely that we would corrupt Lorana than she would purify any of us.
That's true.
I'm a good person. I don't know
I'm
what
back.
the fuck you're talking about.
You're not even a person.
I am
Rude.
right?
She's a tiefling.
She's
I'm apparently a lie is a worrying thing.
Oh, you're worried more about that, but not that you can't remember anything past a few years ago?
No, that's fine.
she's getting used to that.
Yeah, I mean, like, that was self-inflicted.
You're...
Although it's maybe the exact opposite for her other character.
One of these days, Fig, I'm gonna make you write a backstory.
No, well, for which character?
Something.
Okay, Sangshen has a backstory. It's in my head. It exists, mostly.
Is it on paper and in the possession of your DM?
No. Also, I'm very sorry. I keep like taking ages to reply because I'm hoovering. Silver dust.
So you're hoovering?
Yeah, oh,
Vacuuming.
vacuuming.
Brits have weird words for things.
Americans have weird words for things. Like, school, not shooting range.
They're the same thing.
That's such a stretch. A leap, rather.
We understand what bonk means.
We do too. It just means something different here.
Mm-mm.
I feel like
Y'all
I
dirty.
regret this, but what does an English bonk mean?
Fucking.
Shagging.
Whatever you do not come over here and take your dog for a walk and call it dogging. You will get left out.
Yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing.
Only
Who-
dumb, like, white women say that.
Who calls it dogging anywhere?
Suburban moms, they
just
go
don't
dogging, and dogging is like taking care of their dog for the day.
Oh, I've
Don't
never
use
heard
the
that.
word, basically.
You're not a white suburban woman.
I mean, I live in the suburbs. I'm aware of white suburban women.
You are white.
Yeah.
Aren't you married to one?
I guess technically, but we don't own a dog, so she would not.
You own cats,
That
Yeah,
and
means
those
you're
don't
better.
require much maintenance.
they don't require care. But even if they did,
Yeah.
I would not call it catting,
No.
which I
Dear
assume
God.
means third base in Britain or something.
Jack, please explain what dogging means for the Americans.
Dogging? Are we? No. Here's a question. Are we live? That's a good point.
Good
What?
point.
I mean, there's a warning.
What? Mature content warning.
Yeah.
Okay. So dogging is the act of going to remote places in your car and having sex with one or more people.
So it's the same
Anonymous.
as catting, because I just looked it up. It's having sex with many different people inconspicuously.
I mean, a dogging is more you go somewhere in your car and have sex in it and have other people watch from outside the car. You don't necessarily also involve those people, they're just there to spectate.
Why
That-
don't
It
you
is
just
so
That is
gross.
exceedingly specific to have its own phrase.
It's
Your country is
apparently
weird.
extremely popular over here.
Have
Apparently.
you ever
It's
heard of cottaging?
Oh, that's the gay one in parks, right?
Yes, and also
Yeah.
cottages, because they were far enough
Oh.
out of the way from when homosexuality banned.
So
Huh?
anyway, ship sailing 5 days, you say?
Yeah, first day, fine. Whales off the bow, like interesting watch. Who's gonna roll the D10 for the next day?
I can roll it again if you want.
Yeah, go for it.
A 5.
A 5.
You've
You
doomed us all.
You see a ship in the distance. It seems to be at a slight tilt.
That's probably
And it
fine.
seems to be drifting with its sails up. So it's not sailing. No flag can be seen on the ship.
Hey, Ayla, there's a weird ship.
Should I roll to see if you said there's no flag, but is there anything else that would be recognizable about it?
Make a perception check because it's in the distance. You can definitely tell it's like tilted a bit though.
Yeah. So that ship appears not in the best condition, and it is a ship. I got an 8.
That is exactly what you see. There is a ship. It's not in the best condition, and it is indeed a ship. Contrary to popular belief,
It's shipping.
A weird boat.
Yeah.
it's shipping.
Yeah. I'm on board with investigating it.
I
I
guess
say
sailors we have to a captain on the
And-
ship, so
I say confidently, and can I get
You
like
say, "Oh, we should ask the captain," and everyone turns to Gears.
Hey, to be fair, yeah, this is his ship.
What
Gears
does
isn't
Gears
here
say?
right now.
God. So if Gears is a straight up captain, does that like make Mara like a commodore? Or who owns a fleet of ships?
An admiral.
Oh, she's gonna love that.
Hold on, I need to. Now I'm looking up to see what makes you an admiral.
She could be a pirate queen. That's a good fucking promotion.
That would
If
probably.
I'm remembering it correctly, I think Commodore has like
I'm basing this fully off of the
order.
first Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
Hmm.
where he offers Barbossa a second ship and then calls him Commodore instead of Captain.
Yeah. But pirates are also notoriously loose on kind of organization.
I mean, they're more like guidelines. She would probably be equally as happy with Pirate Queen as she would be with Admiral.
Yeah, if you
It's just a
became like a
different out.
naval fleet, which is like 3 to 5 ships or a squadron, then she could be admiral. But yeah, she would be commodore having 2.
Okay, I have a very important follow-up question. What
Mhm.
rank do I have to have on the flagship to still outrank Captain Gears? Because that will be the most important thing to me.
Truthfully, even a commodore would need a captain under them on the ship.
Oh man, I'd become a captain.
Oh, that would be so weird. The navigator becoming a captain? Crazy.
Don't you already
Anyway,
have the bedroom for it? Sorry,
have
the
you ever asked
quarters
him
for
that?
it. I've been in them. I don't know anything about boats, though, is the only thing.
That's fair. If we're being honest, for boats being such a big part of my backstory, I know very little about boats.
See, that's the thing. If you don't know anything about anything, just make yourself not have a backstory. It makes it a lot easier.
Were you talking about Philip doesn't know about boats? Or are you talking about Alar doesn't know a lot about boats?
Philip does not know a lot about boats.
You
Alar
should research
probably
it.
has cursory knowledge of boats, having, been on them for a while now. I imagine that Philip would know a decent amount about boats if I were
You mean
sailing
Alar?
for the same amount of time that Alar has been.
2 or 3 summers, yeah. Just a little bit, just a tiny bit, not
Yeah.
a ton, but it's not like
Definitely not
your
like
life is centered around it.
definitely not like 10 summers or anything, and then
No.
just 3 to 4 years year round or anything like that.
Nothing like that. No,
I definitely don't have.
How
that
old is
experience.
Alar?
Don't worry about it.
don't worry about it. Have
Wait,
you
hang
asked
on.
him how old he is?
No, well, because I can't answer the question either. But you know how old you are, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
I think,
I don't.
Philip knows how old Alar is. Yes.
and I think
Okay. Does Alar know how old
technically,
Alar is?
yeah, Alar knows how old Alar is, and
Okay.
technically, Moth knows how old Alar has to be at least.
Oh, what? Because of
Because
math?
Well, technically because of math, but also technically because I don't think they assume time travel is possible.
That's a good point, yeah.
So
Well, I mean, you don't know that, to be fair.
they were told about a specific birthday that Alar had. So he has to be at least older than the birthday he told Moth about.
That is a good point. Yes.
You know a minimum age.
Yes.
Yes, yeah.
The question is, was that birthday a few months before you met?
Yeah, I could probably guess by looking at him. And does Moth spend so much time staring at Alar like a creep?
Alar, Moth is staring at you creepily.
Not creepily, but it is creepy.
It's creepily.
I feel like I don't care. It's
Yeah.
been months on sea together at this point, right?
Oh, yeah, I've been doing this the whole
We're
time.
concerned about the very mysterious ship we've come
Yeah.
across, right?
The ship.
I'm also concerned about the ship. Can I get like a looking glass as we get closer to see if I see any crew?
Did you guys purchase a looking glass at Aqua for your new ship you've acquired? I'm kidding. You can have a looking glass. I'm sure that would be on the ship.
Grab it from one of the deckhands or use
He
Gears'
still has
hand.
personally as a navigator.
I mean, it's a
Hey,
fair
wouldn't you have
point
your own
that
spyglass being a navigator?
I should have my own spyglass. The other question is, do I always have it on me, or do I keep it in my cabin until I need to use it? Maybe I have a
That is a
travel
good question.
spyglass.
Is it in your
Take
cane?
the
Oh my
big one
god.
you keep in your quarters, and then the small one you take with
Yeah.
you.
Because I don't want to lose the good spyglass, but I also want to be able to look at things when I'm not on the ship.
That is fair. I feel like I should have one just in my pocket.
If you remove one gold piece, I'll let you have one.
Is that everybody?
Specifically you.
Sick. Yes, I will do that. Oh no! I held control while I zoomed in, and oh boy, 400% zoom in is
You
not
zoomed
great.
in on the page.
Yeah. It just got really close all of a sudden.
You zoomed in alright. Did that even work? Did the map stay the same size?
The map got shimmied off the screen. I just read the words "A Bounty of Dragons" extremely closely. What the fuck? Okay, according to the if you just type in spyglass in the inventory thing, apparently there are 1,000 gold.
They are.
Why the fuck?
Because in the initial version of D&D, a spyglass was like a very difficult thing to make.
Oh yeah, that does make sense. But magic exists, so like fuck that.
They have retconned it since then, but it's not in SRD, so they probably kept the 1,000 gold part.
I do love the idea of just high-level wizards using scry because they can't afford a spyglass.
I think the ingredients for scry, depending on what level it is, will probably cost the same as a spy.
Actually, need to see what are the ingredients for scry, because that would I like that
I
idea,
can't remember.
and all of a sudden have new ideas for things.
Travis, I've had an idea. I'll send it to you in DMs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that you will like it, but
You need a focus that is worth at least 1,000 gold, whether it's a crystal ball or a silver mirror or a font filled with special holy water, but it is not consumed upon casting.
You could buy a spyglass to use as your scrying focus.
That is also thematically fucking awesome. And I am so down.
I don't think bards can learn scry. But that would be, I guess, how I would use it. Just staring off into the distance, not looking at anything, but really I'm spying on something.
Yeah, bard, cleric, druid, warlock, wizard, sorcerer.
Okay, so it's gonna happen. When, I don't know, because I have to take at least 2 more levels of rogue before I start dipping back into bard.
Could you imagine being like, look, I see a boat in the distance, and you just scry on the motherfucker instead of like spycasting? It's so much more info. Instead, you just see, I'm gonna look into the captain's quarters.
I think I burnt myself.
Well done.
While typing to me?
No, I was filing metal, and if you file metal, it gets hot. And now my thumb hurts.
You've burned yourself.
It happens. I burnt my ear the other day. It was great when it started peeling.
I thought you had said burdened, and I thought that somehow you had given yourself encumbrance from adding a spyglass to your inventory.
You know what? When you said burdened, I thought you meant in real life, and I'm like, yes, absolutely, I have. I don't know. How heavy is a spyglass?
It's 1,000 pounds.
That's 5
It's,
pounds, apparently.
it's funny because it costs 1,000 pounds.
Oh yeah,
This
like
makes sense.
a large telescoping spyglass.
I keep fucking saying things without holding fucking push to talk. This is extremely annoying. Just assume I'm making noises of agreement. Also, thank you, Travis. I appreciate you agreeing to that.
So,
I don't know what you're
anyways,
talking about.
I'm gonna
Anyway,
pull out my travel spyglass that we've established I have, and
I will also pull out mine and just stand next to him like I know what I'm doing.
see if I can find any crew on board the listing vessel.
you don't really see a bunch of crew. Actually, you do see occasional movement in people though, but they're not like manning the thing. They are running into the below deck and then running back out with water buckets and tossing it overboard, and then running back down the stairs.
This,
Wow, I wonder why they're doing that.
Who knows? The sea does weird things to us all.
It's just for funsies.
Yeah.
Why did my video come back? Go away.
I was like, oh, they're playing a game. They're having fun. All right, we'll leave them.
Yeah.
Just leave.
Better not interrupt them. Yeah, let's go help them.
Let's go have a look at least.
Let's go have a look at them.
Let's go bribe.
Why would you bribe them?
Well, because if they think they're about to die, and we could help them,
You mean extort them?
yes,
Yes.
that works.
Okay.
bribe.
You want
Bribe
them
them
to
is
pay.
good.
I was about to be like, how does this work?
I was also a
Other
little
way around.
confused about what we'd be bribing them for, but I could extort them. Yeah, I'm on board. With
I
that
mean,
plan.
I bribery, extortion, same for me. Probably not, but whatever.
No, it's not.
They're opposites, actually.
Well, Moth doesn't know that.
Bullshit, Moth.
Big doesn't either.
Big might not know that. Moth should know that.
Moth maybe doesn't know what the words exactly are, but they know the action.
Request money from them for service at duress.
Yeah.
So you approach the ship. Upon getting close enough to like properly see the ship, you actually see some of the people who were dumping buckets waving their arms in the air for attention, like, "Hey, over here!"
I wave back.
That could mean anything.
I'm just like waving at them.
You guys, the dickest move would be getting like to where you would be like within 30 feet of them, right? Just waving as you sail by.
I love your boat.
I love.
Anyways,
Hey,
have a good day.
hey, you can't park there.
Hey, you should be careful, you guys. The sea is dangerous.
If you're gonna stop like this, you
Did you
should
know
make
your
sure it's
boat
at a
has
dock.
water in it? I don't think the water's supposed to be inside the boat.
We're assholes.
Yeah.
Only if you actually do this.
Yeah.
Joking about it.
I am tempted. The seals are character for me.
Alright, you might be an asshole.
Hey, Moth. No, Moth is a gremlin. It's fine.
Yeah, I'll pull up next to them, and I mean they obviously need help. So I guess I'm not gonna ask them like, do you need help?
I'll be back in a sec.
But like, I don't know, maybe ask them like how many they have on their boat and if they need a ride.
There's 15 of them. And they maybe you could save the ship if Gears was here. I'd maybe have him make a roll for that. But man, it sucks he's not.
Yeah, that just feels like a whole thing if we're being honest.
God
Yeah.
damn it, Gears.
Darren having responsibilities. Ugh, you're not allowed to do that.
The worst. Yeah, so we'll
Anyway.
just we'll offer them passage on Gears's boat. What do they look like?
And
A lot of them look young, like, you know, sailors, but they are not the deckhands you purchased at Accra, rough and tumble, gritty people. These are like Oh, a good summer job is working like a fishing vessel, right? And it's just like
Use-
greenhorn teenagers.
Oh no, honey.
And the captain, the captain is like your like mid-20s entrepreneur that like almost
Oh,
dropped out of high
no,
school.
honey.
Does he have a good hat?
Like the stormy season just ended. This is not for summer internships kind of waters.
It's like, well, we left after the stormy season, and we don't know what hit the ship, but something hit the ship, and now it's sinking, and there's a hole down there.
Oh, weird. That fucking sucks. Do you have a hat that I
Which-
could have? Just.
He actually has greased, slicked back hair and no hat.
Ugh. Does he have anything interesting on him?
Interesting,
Quite bad.
probably. Beyond like probably money, no.
Okay.
Did you make any offering before you left harbor? See, now I'm doing a fucking Boston accent.
Yes, dear.
Offer. No, we just picked up supplies and we were going to bring them.
Ah, you fucked up.
What shape is the hole in? The hole.
Well, you can kind of hear the wood creaking as like more water is filling into the boat.
You know what? It might not be that important. You might just want to go ahead and scramble on over to our vessel.
The greenhorn sailors are already on like they didn't tell them twice, just gone. They're done. The entrepreneur is like, but there's so much money in this.
What do you guys
Well, this is the price of fucking up.
see anyway?
They're not sure what hit their boat.
We did see whales earlier. Did you hit a whale?
Not sure.
And
What are you
Bad
guys?
at this.
Why are you out at sea? What job did you guys take?
They were bringing bring this back up. They were bringing herbs and spices from Accra to Heaven's Gate Harbor.
Oh.
they were leaving from Accra and they didn't make an offering.
Oh yeah.
That's some rookie shit right there. Well, yeah, I'm gonna look a little bit sadly at the captain. No hat. Fucking weak. But the sympathy doesn't quite reach my eyes. I'll be like, yes, unfortunately, sometimes you just lose. The Ocean Father's gonna get his offering one way or the other.
How deep is this boat at the moment? Like, how long does it seem like it's got while it's still above water?
10 minutes?
Can I have a quick look around the boat?
Make an investigation check.
Sick. Love that for me. Da-da-da-da. Oh, fuck. That's the wrong D&D campaign. Aha! Investigation. 25!
Ooh.
25.
I'm good at that.
Through your investigation check, you go to like step to the below decks and it's like ankle deep in water, and you're like, all right, nope. You go to the captain's quarters. In the captain's quarters, you find like self-help guides that are in books, and it's like how to be an alpha.
Oh my god.
I keep these. These are mine now.
Or it's like dominating the market, like
Being the dragon.
I've never wanted to make an offering to the Storm Serpent more.
Oh. Does he have anything dumb and tacky in his quarters? Or anything that looks like he probably likes it a lot?
Not really.
Okay.
He doesn't have aesthetics.
Does he have like a lamp?
He has a generic like oil lantern, not fancy at all, like what you would find on the table of a Cracker Barrel.
Yeah. Okay. Apart from the books, is there anything in this room that looks like he bought it and it didn't come with the ship?
There are plush pillows on his like sitting chair
That works.
that are not like sea-proof, waterproof, salt-proof pillows. They are nice,
Fine.
but
like
they've
velvet
already
or some
started
shit.
to get crusty.
That's fine. I will stack up the books in my hands with the titles facing outwards and put one of like the cushions on top, and I will walk back onto our ship and look him in the eye as I walk past him and just be like, these are mine now. If he says anything. If he says shit, these are mine.
I feel like between prestidigitation and mending, we can fix up your cushion and your books.
Yeah.
He sees you with those books. He goes, I've never seen those books before in my life.
Yeah, it's funny because they came from your fucking bedroom.
I bought them to fill the bookshelf. I
weird.
don't like use them like
You not an alpha then, or
I-
did you fail at being an alpha? Is that the problem?
heavy size.
Oh, that is the problem. You fucked up. You gotta be the alpha, but you also have to understand that you have to give offerings to the gods. Which gods are they again, Ayla?
Which give an offering to the which ones are they?
Which ones are they? I don't remember.
Well, it obviously depends on who you're trying to keep happy. Storm Serpent controls the wind and the storms. The Ocean Father controls the waves and the creatures underneath them.
Uh-huh. So he should have done an offering to
Something.
the Ocean Father so that he didn't hit a whale.
Correct.
Bitch, if you hit a whale and killed a whale, would the Ocean Father be really upset by that?
Potentially.
One of his beautiful creatures. I'm just gonna stand here with these self-help books right next to the captain while he looks uncomfortable.
That poor man.
That poor man. Hey, well, he should have read the books better.
You went from judging wizards to judging everyone.
Everyone. He doesn't
yeah,
even have like a figurine or anything.
He's got no original thoughts or ideas. You can tell that by his self-help collection.
Yeah. I'm gonna add those to my inventory.
You want to know what makes real money? NFTs. I'm gonna invest.
Oh man, yeah. Storm Serpent would get a donation for sure if anyone's be like, I only accept Electrum. Be like, oh.
Listen. They make a new process that lets you take images and make repeated copies of that image. But like having the original is what's important.
I honestly feel like the closest we currently have to NFTs in this campaign are 3 or 4 of Gears' degrees.
I
Because
could make NFTs.
Oh no, yours is the first NFT, bro.
because it's just saying I have this, and it's like saying you have it doesn't mean you have it.
Sure it does. I could
Listen.
make NFTs.
We have a chest system, right? And all the chests are locked, and there's different combinations for the chests. You have a series of numbers that are the combination to a specific chest in the specific place. You have no way to access this place, but you have the numbers to that chest. That's important. Keep that.
Anyways, I accept Electrum. Because
Wasn't there actually a Bitcoin called Electrum?
It's Ethereum.
Know the Royal Treasury is trying to crack down on it because it's the only currency that the common people can produce.
Holy shit! Calm down. But also, the Treasury says that if your bank account has ever touched anything in Tornado Cash, you're getting locked down. And what's funny is all of these celebrities that have like links to them for their value, they're getting gifted Ethereum that's been through Tornado Cash, so that the Treasury investigates all of these celebrities. It's my favorite thing.
Oh my god.
Anyway.
Why is the Treasury investigating Tornado Cash?
Because that's how every other government and mafia situation launders money now.
What is Tornado Cash?
So when you have Ethereum or Bitcoin, Tornado Cash you can follow the money, right? There's a very clear paper trail. But what Tornado Cash does is it transfers 0.01 of the Bitcoin repeatedly over and over and over again amongst thousands and thousands of sock accounts. So, in order to track a specific dollar, you would need to go through hundreds of millions of logs and entries in order to see where it originated. Also, if someone gets money from Tornado Cash, it might not even be that same money that was used for that specific system. So it's literally just money laundering, because you give Tornado Cash $50,000 and then goes, okay, cool, you have $50,000. And then when you pull it out, just pulls it out randomly from the Tornado Cash like siphon system that's full of money that's constantly being transferred. So it's impossible to track.
Right.
And so mafias and Russian military expenses and, et cetera, are using it. And the US government went, yeah, if you use Tornado Cash, we're just going to assume you're a criminal.
That's fair. Like, even if you're not a criminal, it's still suspicious.
You're a criminal. There's no reason to. There's high gas fees with it. There's no reason to pay 10 times the tax on it to get your money back out. Like,
to just be a normal crypto bro.
Yeah, you could just be a normal crypto bro. But it's real funny that people are ruining people's accounts, and it's like, oh look, this one has touched Tornado Cash, and now they're doing a full investigation. It's fucking great.
So, anyways, we let the NFT bro and his poor employees onto our ship for now.
Oh yeah.
I think we decided he was a better thing that I was going to suggest, because I was going to suggest he's an incel.
Yeah, that's probably also accurate.
I think there's an unsurprising
crossover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably like a smallest sliver to each side of that Venn diagram, keeping it from just being a full circle.
Oh yeah. Hey, to be fair though, I will say one of my favorite things about the whole NFT thing is the amount of stories of husbands being like, my wife left me because my NFT portfolio is huge. And I don't understand why she doesn't get it. And it's like, oh, you.
I saw an Am I the Asshole story where a guy bought her anniversary present was just like an ape, and it was like,
yeah,
I got like a better bonus than I was expecting, so I dropped like $8,000 on this, and I tried to tell her like it's only going to appreciate value, and she kept telling me it was dumb. And it's like, yeah, it is dumb. You are dumb. Your wife deserves better. I hope she left you.
Yeah, I remember that one. There was like a racial aspect to it as well.
Did she leave him?
Yeah.
God, I hope that's the update.
No, he basically kind of saw the error of his ways and is apparently.
Yeah, I remember this one.
Okay.
But yeah, there was like a weird racial aspect to it as well, because
it was a monkey NFT and she's black.
Yeah. And he did not see that at all at the time, and she explained it, and he was like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
It will be a picture of an ape. That's
Yeah, maybe don't.
One of I don't want to get off topic, but
we are not on topic, but yeah.
One of like the most ridiculous instances of like accidental racism that I've seen in recent memory was the Heineken commercial that was like debuting their new light Heineken. And
I haven't seen that one.
Well,
I don't think we got that one.
It just like it's doing the classic like bartender slides the bottle of beer down the bar, and it's passing by like all these like black people, mixed people, like people of various color skin, until it finally gets to the one white guy at the end of the bar who ordered the Heineken, and their tagline was like literally like lighter, sometimes lighter is better.
Oh my god!
And it's like, who?
That went through no focus.
How do you not have a single person with just a single percentage point of melanin in? Like how? How does that get through the whole?
That's worse than like a lot of other things, and I almost feel like that's not accidental.
They cannot
it's like it's at the point where it's like, is this on purpose? Because if it's on purpose, then I guess well done. You guys are you racists made it to the top. But
yeah, you 100% made the racism. Well done.
But if it's accidental, do you not know anyone or anything? But it was just so bad, and it was like literally like debuted like the week after like Old Navy or something got in trouble for their back to school program where like they were showcasing their clothes and backpacks, and they had like a white person, like white kid on like the jungle gym, and then they had a black kid on like the monkey bars, and literally was like talking about like jumping like a monkey, and it's like who?
Okay.
How do
Okay.
you not
Uh,
just?
The team, so I just read this. The team who filmed that commercial had nothing to do with the editing or the audio. They were just told to film a commercial where they slid a beer down, and they wanted to get diversity, right? So they sent in. They had like 8 people, all of different racial tones, and they sent in 8 versions where the different colored person grabbed the beer at the end and let the editors choose. So they made that like that.
Yeah.
So the people who filmed the commercial seem to be the least to be blamed. The editors,
They were
I
like, "We
have-
want diversity, so we're gonna send these.
I have
to see which
questions
ones
for
they
the
want."
editors.
Incredible work. Genuinely amazing.
Chance
How
the
could they be
Rapper
that
apparently like wanted the team involved, and he didn't want them fired. He wanted to meet them in person,
Oh yeah.
just to find out what's going on.
just to have a conversation.
What's
I
going
would
on
love
with you
that. Would be
guys?
so interesting. Like, hey, how's it going? What's up?
Oh, it
I was
wasn't
to
even
say that-
Heineken. It was a third-party film company that filmed it and sent it to Heineken, and then Heineken got like a different company to edit it.
Oh my god. That
Okay.
company's not going to get any more work.
They pulled the ad, so I mean,
I mean, you have to. It was so bad.
that's so.
I kind of want to
I
see it.
never saw
Hang
that.
on.
It aired twice.
I remember
It's gotta
seeing
be on
it
YouTube.
and being like, what the fuck? Because it's just
Oh,
like,
Heineken
Well,
commercial.
it said it probably aired more than that. It had 2 airing runs. I don't know how ads do work like that, but 2 airing runs.
Oh. I might be able to find it.
anyways, I'll try to get
Oh,
us
I
back
found
on track.
clips of it.
I'm sorry, but it's all I could think about for, just like, and I guess it was
Actually.
accidental. Well, I have questions for the editors. It was
Yeah, the editors. There's no way.
accidental on the part of the filmers, I guess. And
Oh.
Maybe
Oh
even
my
Heineken.
god.
It's possible what they did was they sent it to the editors. Did absolutely no research whatsoever.
Hey,
I
I
would-
just watched it.
Sent it through.
It
You just
would-
watched it?
Yeah, it's a little bit worse. It goes past 3 dark skinned black people and stops at a white lady.
Yeah.
I'll post it in the chat.
like,
But it's very, very specifically, it zooms in on these people and then goes past it and it's like,
the only way that I feel like it could be accidental for the editors as well is if somehow, after editing the video, they didn't know what the tagline was going to be, and then that just like
Ugh.
got added in post production or something.
yeah.
Because it's like, okay, if you're just showing like a diverse cast of people at the bar, and
Yeah,
it
that's
just
fine. That's fine.
happens that the white lady gets the beer, but it was the lighter is better tagline. It's like, guys,
Oh my god. It's the combination of the two because it's very specifically like she's the only one that's different. Like, oh, and she's better. And it's like,
My favorite is when it goes under the guy's chair. It's like we were just on a
On a
on
bar?
a bar.
yeah, where is that man
Yeah.
sitting?
What the fuck just happened?
Where is he?
where is this bar?
Yeah.
I think the guy might just be sat on the bar, is the thing.
That would be.
They're like, we don't have any tables
why
for
am I
him. You can
there?
sit at the bar. You say sit on the bar? No, sit at. Oh, he's gone.
He's on the bar. All right.
Oh, he has a chair
Hey,
on
were
the
you
bar.
telling me he has to
Okay,
get
yeah,
down? I don't want to talk to him. Well, I don't want to talk to him. Just let
I mean, he
just
seems
let him
busy.
sit on
He
the bar.
seems busy.
He seems busy playing. Jesus Christ. That's the realest part. Anyway, As the boat is sinking and
Oh, yeah.
creaking, you notice that there's a loud crash of wood as the center of the hull actually snaps in half as it begins to capsate.
Well, you're probably not
Which
getting
shows-
that back.
Yeah, which shows you would know, being a sailor, this was not in a ship that was in good repair. The outside probably looked fine. It looks like it had a fresh coat of paint on it, but the inside had to have been fucked.
Hey, dude, your boat's dead. Sorry. I just still stood here.
They're
I'm saying this man.
they're out of line, but they're correct.
How much did you pay for it, out of curiosity?
I'm borrowing it from a friend, and I told him I'd give him 10%.
Ooh, no.
Okay, so you didn't technically lose any money on this.
On the
Yeah,
bright
that's true.
side, 10% of 0 is still 0, so you don't owe him any
Yeah,
money.
see.
And
That's
she's
how
I'm
math
out
works.
for
she's in
he's
college.
out for everything he spent on the supplies that he was gonna sell.
You maybe need to go on the run. Have you considered piracy?
It was a loan from my father.
Oh,
Ah.
so this is
Just
like
a
a
Hey,
small
who's your dad?
so there's
Do we
just
know
a
your
Of
dad?
$1 million.
Who's your dad?
small nepotism project is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
All right, you know, every passing minute I feel less and less bad about this situation.
You
Oh,
see
I
him
didn't
like
feel bad at all.
start to lose it because he's like, if this didn't work out, I had to go to college.
Oh dear.
Oh, come on, college isn't that bad. I only had to catch an owlbear.
Technically,
Okay, to
she
be fair,
didn't
I
have
don't
to
know that
catch
you
an
had to do
owlbear,
that.
but she
What's
did.
an owlbear?
Oh my
Oh,
god!
Jesus Christ.
You know what? College might be a
Oh,
good
well,
thing
you know
for
what a
you. I
bear
was going to
is, right?
suggest crime, but I don't think you'll cut out for crime.
Have you considered going back to high school first?
That's a fair point.
Might be a necessary extra step.
He goes, I passed all of my classes in high school.
Did your dad pay for it to be passed?
Were you
He owned the
homeschooled?
school.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, fucking shocking twist. Hey, just out of curiosity, what's your dad's name? Or like, what's your surname?
Barrington?
Do any of us know what that name?
No.
Barrington.
Okay.
Sort of got
Can I
that.
tell him that I know his dad?
Make a deception check.
Luck.
I was encountering this
Ooh.
last night too.
Oh,
Luck.
17. Okay, that's fine.
17. He goes, please don't tell my father. I might be able to fix this. I have all summer.
Okay. And what is the plan?
The Windows boot up noise can be heard.
I tell you what, while we're
This is
traveling,
the first time,
you think about
even
this.
since the start of it, that he's thought of plan.
This is going to sound mean, and please don't take this personally.
No, do.
I don't think your father cares.
That might be true, actually.
Like, he purchased you an education that you clearly didn't end up getting. He fronted the money for the supplies, but didn't front it for the boat. And you ended up taking a piece of shit out on the water, didn't offer anything to the gods. I'm pretty sure your father kind of expected this outcome. If anything,
If not, he's very stupid.
like, he might be disappointed to find out you're still alive, but he's not going to be angry.
Well, he gave me more money for the boat and the crew, but I of course got those cheaper so that I could move more product and make more profit.
No.
Oh
tell you
wow!
what.
It's almost like cheaping out on labor is a bad thing.
Yeah. Maybe when we get back
No.
to
How
when
many
we get back to land.
voyages have you done before this?
Well, we made it to Accra.
From
No, like, how many successful merchant shipments have you?
This was the first one.
yeah.
Okay, so on your first one, you were like, option A, take the money I was given and do the job correctly. Or option B, with no prior knowledge of how anything works, try to maximize profit margins. And
Well, I mean, if a bunch of people with no education could do it, I figured I could do it with my pedigree.
You don't
have
an
no
education.
Was that pedigree? You said.
Yeah, he said pedigree.
Okay, I think at this point Desiree can't keep her tongue anymore.
It's just Moth and Alar just relentlessly mocking this guy, and then Desiree hears pedigree, and she's like, absolutely not.
Don't get me wrong. Like, Desiree is noble born, but she understands that there's a difference between actually learning something and expecting to be good because you won the fucking birth lottery.
I can
Mm.
forgive nepotism, but I draw the line at you thinking that makes you better.
Yeah. I mean, I'm great because I'm white. No, that's not how that works. You're still garbage genetically.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna kill him. He's not bad enough to warrant the Storm Serpent getting some blood, but
Mm.
I do not feel bad about how his conversation with his papa is gonna go.
No. I'm
I
gonna
do
give him
have
some
one
really good
follow-up
advice.
question.
Yes.
What do you call your father?
Papa.
I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. Papa, I'm so sorry. I lost the shipment.
Papa, somebody was mean to me on the water.
Oh no!
Papa, a whale must have hit the boat. It definitely didn't just start collapsing on its own ineptitude.
Papa, I read all my books, I promise.
I'm just
Papa,
like
they were
those
mean to me.
wolves.
The teacher, to be fair, in this situation, the teachers probably went, "Yes, he's doing perfect in class. Excellent, sir. Thumbs up."
Mhm.
Because, like, that's of course going to be what you're told.
Yeah.
Can I just confirm we absolutely made fun of him calling his dad Papa in character?
Oh, he's crying. 100%.
Okay. Papa, please.
So mean.
Yes. Wait, no, I'm gonna give him good advice. Hang on. I'm gonna put my hand on his
It's
shoulder and
best
just
to be
be
this
hey.
true, just to have a
All,
verbal
all of the, like,
conflict
green
for 4
hand
days.
sailors who've had to deal with this guy not knowing his shit, but them also, like, not knowing their shit, but not necessarily their fault. Because how you would also know how greenhorns work. Generally, it goes, if you survive the travel, you get paid.
Oh,
And so this was one of the first jobs that went, hey, I'll give you nickels if you come sail. It's like, well, that's better than, if I
Potentially
survive
dying.
getting paid.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, it was a bad time.
Yeah.
Really bad time.
They didn't realize that it was going to be. It was the same job. It was just packaged different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll let Moth do their little advice giving, but I'm probably good at ending on mockery.
yeah. I was
All in
basically
mockery?
just gonna be
Alright,
like, hey, when we get back to land, maybe consider going back to your papa, asking for a little bit of money and apologizing profusely, and just going off, finding a tutor, or getting an apprenticeship and actually learning something. Because you know fucking nothing. And these books that I just took from you, they won't tell you anything either. Okay?
Then why do you want them?
I need them.
Comedy purposes.
They're
Comedic
mine.
value.
You don't understand. Yeah, literally. You don't
Comedic
understand.
value.
These are mine.
These are mine.
Yes.
That's the
Do you
point.
have anything in your pockets? Anything? I will just.
Oh,
I'm like stood
he says
close enough to him
no.
that I have a hand on his shoulder.
You're just
I'm gonna just
robbing this
open his
man at this
pockets and
point.
look into them.
The sea already robbed this man. We're just like
Yeah, I know.
making
I'm
it
just.
slightly worse.
I'm
Yeah,
just
it's
like.
fine. We're taking something that money can't buy, and that's dignity and self-respect.
He
Oh
might
yeah,
have something
that's
fun.
true.
I'm just gonna look in his pockets, just peer into them.
You find gold.
I don't want that. I'm not here for that.
Travis isn't giving us anything else. I was going to
Fine.
cause a distraction so that you could be even better about it.
He's sobbing while you like pat down him and his like, oh yeah, he has that blue like sailor vest, like he's super important.
That's cute. Can I have a button?
Just take the vest. You
No,
don't.
I just want to. I don't need.
He
I have
doesn't-
enough clothes.
Moth, he doesn't need the vest. You don't need the vest, right?
No.
Does
Just
this
take
man
the
have a-
vest.
He sobbingly removes the vest.
Oh,
I think
I
Grigori
feel a
would
little bit
approve
bad,
this.
but I will put the vest on immediately.
I mean, the vest is useless with the button missing, so it's the same outcome.
Yeah. I think I have a lot of buttons.
Does he have
Probably.
a? This is going to sound weird, but if he's going on about pedigree and papa, I'm assuming he might have a signet ring somewhere that has his family crest.
Oh.
Do you ask him about that?
I think I would see it if he had one. To be fair,
He doesn't
are
have it
usually
on
huge.
him. He wasn't allowed to bring it with him in case it got stolen. It tells you.
Oh, hey, his dad might be sensible. I have so
Yeah.
much shit in my
I think-
inventory.
The
I think
fact
we've done enough here. Why don't
Yeah.
we just
Yeah,
sail?
yeah. So
Hopefully, we've all learned a valuable valuable
a
lesson.
valuable lesson. Yeah, yeah.
Where are we current? So we basically we're 2 days out of Accra. Is that the time? We've rolled it twice.
Yes.
And which way are we heading?
So you're heading north. So
North?
you're
Yeah,
here. Now, Drugmar does not have like a normal port. You could go to Boulder Port
Been there
to
before.
try to drop these guys off, or you could bring them on your adventure to Orc Island.
You know what? I think we've kind of broken this guy. I think
Yeah.
the last thing. I think
Mhm.
the
Uh-oh.
best thing we can do is to teach him actually how to sail, and he can start as a greenhorn
Mhm.
on the main
Yeah,
boat.
maybe that's how he could get back since he doesn't have any money since you took it all. If you bring him to
Oh, wait,
Boulder Port
wait, no,
and
we
you
didn't
teach him
take
how
his
to.
money.
Okay,
Yeah,
you
Moth.
didn't steal the gold on him.
Yeah, Moth left
Mm-mm.
him the gold.
I
Well-
stole
I
your
said I didn't
vest,
want
but
that.
like keep your like pouch of 100 gold.
Yeah, I don't want his money. I don't need that. Are we stopping at Boulder Port to get rid of the others?
Moth flashes their spyglass, like, obviously, I don't need money.
It's not interesting.
You know what? This feels like a good opportunity to give them the option. Because I don't care. This is Gears' crew. What are a few more greenhorns on a ship that hopefully won't blow up?
He would have to pay them if they survive. I need to know if we're going to stop because I will have to get changed if we do.
Get changed or get change?
Get changed.
Okay. I don't
Costume
know.
change.
Maybe you wanted smaller bills just in case. I don't know.
I think if I need change, I'll go to our good friend here.
Go to the bank. I need 500 gold and copper, please. Sure, that's so much. I know what I said.
Don't worry about it.
Put it in this bag of holding.
That should cover dock costs for the foreseeable forever.
No, and then you
Uh-huh.
turn the bag of holding inside out and crush someone to death under a pile of copper.
Don't tempt me.
Don't
Do it.
tempt me, Frodo.
Oh, what? I say that so much. I mean, we could stop because it's somewhere we haven't been before. Or at least, I'm assuming we all haven't been here.
Aylar, have you been to Boulder Port?
I don't know.
You know why it's called Boulder Port?
I do.
Do I know?
Do you?
I've been here.
Can I let the dice
you've been there, then
decide
you
for
do
me?
know. Sure.
Can you tell me?
That's a 7 on the die. I think that turns into an 8 or a 9 based off of my history.
There is a very large boulder
Oh, weird.
that part of the dock is built on, and while extending out, because this is very sheery and cliffy, the boulder is like sea level, kind of above the sea, and it's huge. So they've built out onto this boulder, and it's basically like, you know how oil rigs work? It's like that on a boulder, and then there's ladders that go up the sheer cliff to the actual town. Boulder Port.
Okay, I very
Cool.
much love that. And I would love to visit.
I really want to go here.
But if everyone is okay with becoming members of this crew, then I suppose we could just sail onward. But if there are people,
Terrible way to put a port. Yes, carry all the goods up this ladder to reach the town.
it's probably
Oh,
not
they
a
have
trading
pulleys
port.
and stuff.
Yeah.
They have pulleys and like an elevator system, but that's for goods. Please don't have people get on there. Idiots fall, climb the ladder.
I mean, obviously we would go on the lift
For
pulley
safety
thingy.
reasons.
No.
No,
No.
not allowed.
I want to stop in this town now. I'm very interested.
You
How
just
much
want to
time do we
sneak
have?
onto the lift.
Not just that. I wanna
Or what
I
was
wanna
that?
change my outfit. I haven't for a while. And also, how much time do we have before no, not fucking Lord Nah. Fuck.
Fuck.
How much when is the homework due is what I'm
Oh,
trying to
you've
ask.
got like 10 to 15 more days.
Okay.
For
And
the
we don't
wilder
have to go
rats.
to Idramir to hand that in.
To tame a wilder rat.
Do we have to take it to Idramir?
Do you?
I don't know.
Shrug. Have you asked?
I would if I could remember her name. Hang on.
Lorana.
Lorana.
Lorana, that's the one. I'm
What
sorry.
Out of
I just
all
had
the
Lordner in
names
my head.
of all the characters that we have, I think Gears and Lorana are the easiest ones to remember.
Okay, to be fair, and not in a shitty way, I never talked to Lorana.
If we do a very good job of taming it, maybe we can just like attach a note to its collar and have it run to Idramir. That won't
Across
cause
the water.
That won't cause panic.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, we could put it on a ship and just send it.
No, I have to bring it to him.
Okay. How long does it take to get from Drogmar to Idramir?
5 to 7 days or worse.
Okay. Okay, we should probably not stop then, and I'm very sad about it.
But they can stay on the ship if they're nervous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Everyone is cool with as long as the pay is the same, which you find out that he's literally paying them like silver for like the entire journey.
Oh my god.
That they're fine with it. Do you ask the NFT bro if he
Oh.
wants to join?
Yeah, everyone gets the same choice.
Yeah.
There's no kidnapping going on here.
I will have a conversation with him at some point about fair pay for people below him, but that's unrelated.
To be
And
fair, this is more press gaining than it is.
Percent of the money
kidnapping.
you've gotten is taking it from other people, Fig. Are you allowed to talk about that?
I didn't take all of it from other people.
That's why I said 80%.
He should
Yeah,
be
I mean, that's
aware of the situation he's in right now, which is not great. Because at best case scenario, if he says no, he will be without a crew and without a ship. And enough gold to purchase himself passage back, assuming we drop him off at a savory enough port that he doesn't just get robbed immediately.
I had the idea as if he said no, you put him in a rowboat and paint on the side SS dumbass and push him out to sea.
I think Moth and I had gotten our punches in and we're good.
Yeah.
We
I mean, every so often I will go back and like talk to him a bit more, and you know what it's like when I talk to him.
Of all
accumulate
of the
a certain
greenhorns-
number of goodwill from saving someone's life. And you never want to tip the scales the other way, but there's some
No.
ribbing you can do.
You had new
I will
hires.
bill Salamander needing to be saved.
You had new hires from Accra, and they were kind of lazy pieces of shit, but like they were experienced enough to be knowledgeable. Sure, I'm assuming Gears didn't get the expensive people.
Probably not.
Of course he wouldn't. He needs that money to make bombs, don't you know? Or to
Now
build
that
as many PhDs.
there's an army of greenhorns to boss around, oh boy,
Oh, he's gonna be
they're
fucking
even
on, wouldn't he?
lazier pieces of shit, but they're actually teaching, and it's better, but it's mean.
It's like the best situation we could get into where they just all become like, I don't know, what is it, a Busan?
Bosun, yeah.
Yeah. Bosun. I
Bosun.
I swapped the vowels.
Yep.
Just
But,
a tad.
But yeah. So the greenhorns are learning. If all of the the people you hired are like 6s and 7s, the greenhorns are like 3s and 4s. NFT bro's a 1. Period.
Yeah.
100%,
He
yeah.
is unskilled at
person.
not just sailor, but like doing labor or work at all if it requires more than writing with a quill. Like it's like, what is this and why does this exist?
Well, obviously, at this point, he's just like a passenger on the ship.
Mhm.
No expectations from him, but also he's not getting paid for this.
He's paying in entertainment value, at least to me. I'm
It's
very
fine.
amused by this man.
He's being paid what he expects the peasants to be fed.
Mhm.
In
That's it.
exposure.
In
Yeah.
exposure.
We'll tell everyone how great of a sailor you were. Oh man, could you imagine how easy piracy's going to be when just so many people keep hiring this guy on their ship, I'm just gonna keep finding him. That's
Yeah.
my first use of
Oh my
scrying is
God.
just gonna keep finding the Barrington boy.
Oh my
Oh,
god, I have to
no.
get sending. I have to get sending. I have to belittle this man from a distance.
Hey,
Oh,
Hey.
can I even get that? Hang on.
what's good? What are you doing? How's it going? Where are you?
Is
What
this
level
that
is
person
sending?
from the pirate ship?
Yeah, don't worry about it. How are you? How's it going?
Like, are you still on land, or did you find a new boat? Like, what's your situation?
What's up?
Where are you?
Do you talk to your papa yet?
I'm selling all our art in Zamira.
Ah.
Okay. When are you leaving?
Fuck.
Panic sets in. Never.
Travis, is there an item that does sending?
There's several. There's
Can I-
dozens.
Look for one. Can that be a thing that you remember that I want, please?
I can add it to the list.
Okay, thank you. Because I can't learn that spell. I don't think.
Things that Fig wants to remember.
You
Moth's
could.
past.
You can learn sending.
Sending.
I think you get it at like if you keep your current path 17.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
Wait, how would that work?
You get 3rd level spells, and it's a wizard spell. Oh, does it have to be enchantment or?
Yeah, it's enchantment or
Oh.
illusion, and I would get it
Then
at
never
30.
I don't think
At
it
13.
doesn't have to be every spell you take. Doesn't have to be enchantment or illusion.
Yeah, there was definitely something about like on certain levels you get one that isn't, but obviously I would not go for sending for that. When
Why
you reach
not?
7th level,
She needs fireball.
oh, okay. 8th, 14th, and 20th level can come from any school of magic. And yes, it would be fireball.
She needs sneak attack for single damage, fireball for multiples.
Everyone.
Yeah.
For sharing.
She shows off her hand crossbow. This is when I want to make a hole. Shows off her other hand. This is when I want to make myself known.
How would I flavor my fireball for Moth?
I don't know. Maybe
'Cause
some
Fig was
garlic
green.
powder, a little bit of salt and pepper.
Man, you stole my fucking joke.
You gotta be quick with me.
Oh, what color? Oh, it could just be purple, couldn't it?
It would make
That makes
sense to be
sense.
purple, yeah.
Travis, my bloodline, is there a color associated with that? Do you know? That's a very specific question.
Blue.
If he says purple,
Okay.
are you gonna assume you're royalty?
No. Blue, though. Maybe.
Lavender. My bad. I was wrong.
Oh, hey. Oh, I'm in the
The
right
other
color.
one is blue.
So I could have a lavender fireball.
If you want.
Yeah,
That
bitch.
smells of
Yeah, I had a green
rosemary.
one, a black one, and a lavender one. Yeah, just to be really fucking confusing. We are so off topic. Very sorry. This is Moth just having thoughts.
I believe we have settled, though, on sailing
Just
directly
heading
to
to
Drog.
Drogmar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, then day 3. I need a D10 from somebody. Or do you guys want the newbie to roll it?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Moth, you've been
I knew
doing
Ayla would take
you've been
offense from
doing
that.
great.
Okay.
Oh, Desiree. A 9. I love 9s.
Ooh.
Mm.
Only because I haven't had a chance to roll anything yet.
Mm.
It's fair.
And with the 64, we found 15 more guys. With the 60, maybe we can find 12.
That was on a 5.
I know it was a 5 on the 10, but it was a 64 on the 100.
This is very confusing because I have not been paying attention.
Okay.
It's got
You
like
guys
8 different.
don't encounter anything specific on this day. There was a very large flock of seagulls in the middle of the sea, which is slightly weird.
Isn't that a band?
Can I make
A very large flock of seagulls?
Flock Seagulls, I think, is a band.
I think the highest I've rolled on the dice today is a 7. I was going to do an omen roll, which I guess would be religion, to see if seagulls flying in the middle of the ocean mean anything to me. But that's a 5, which I think becomes a 6. So
You don't know.
I don't know anything the fuck all to do with seagulls.
I know that they wrote a song that I like.
I think
Flock
that's
of
the
seagulls?
I think that's the
Yeah,
Eagles.
I put it in general.
That's got to be like a local band.
No, it's an 80s band that's extremely fucking famous.
Europe?
No.
Journey?
I know it from fucking Grand Theft Auto, so they're pretty fucking popular.
That
Well,
doesn't
they
mean
were.
anything.
Sure it does.
Grand Theft Auto is a game where you can commit crimes.
Yes.
All of a sudden, Ayla gets hit by water lightning. Just Ayla, nobody else.
Oh, I know what I wanted to do. Can I think really hard about my past on this day, please? I've been forgetting to do
Sure,
that.
roll a d20.
Sick. Please what? Oh no. Hang on. Hang on. It double clicked and I don't want to roll 2.
Travis, do
Oh,
any
fuck
of you
me!
have any information?
That's
You
what
know,
happened
for a
last time.
5% chance, it seems to happen like 50% of the time.
I
It really does.
feel like Fig holds on to her nat once just for trying to remember anything about her past.
Straight up, I just imagine her. She's like, "Oh, hey, all the new people, watch this," and just collapses on the floor with a nosebleed.
Yeah, this is very much like real life. I
If
roll
she-
nat ones for remembering things in real life. 'cause
If
I'm
she does say,
stupid.
watch this, I catch her by the armpits before she hits the deck.
God
Fair, fair, fair.
damn it!
Every time.
Wait, I've had an idea. I have an idea. Travis, my hat of spider climbing or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Does that work if I'm unconscious?
No.
Oh, it would be so fucking funny if I stood like
If you were climbing
On
a
the
wall
mast.
and tried to
I stood on the
remember.
mast. And then I pass out. And I'm just hanging by my feet.
It's important to me that Moth, in character, they know it's a bad idea to try to remember their past when they're up high. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Anyway,
Doesn't mean
Daniel,
I
what
won't
were you
do
saying?
I was asking, do any of my books have valuable information on wilder rats?
What? Hold on, I need to look at. I have a page for your school. Hold on.
For some reason,
Maybe.
I thought you were going to say, what's a
Potentially.
book?
Also, I won't send this picture. But I got the pre-release kits today.
I would also say that Lorana probably at least knows
You got the
something
picture.
about them because I remember Gears nat 20'd on his nature check on Wilder Rats like
Then
Um,
called the dragon a dog.
a minute after calling the dragon a dog. And I was like, I don't know if we should believe this. But it was probably right.
Yeah, you have a book for animal care and maintenance, and it is The Beasts of the Wilds and Their Quirks is the name of the book. And it does have a thing about wilder rats in it. Since you're actually reading one of your books.
Yeah,
How
I'd
big
like
are
to
they?
spend the day reading up on wilder rats.
They are carnivorous, slightly larger than a horse, feline-esque beasts that are exceedingly dangerous and short-tempered.
Is there a rating on how fucked up they are? On like a scale of 1 to 10?
Have I shown everyone a picture of them, or just
think so.
Danielle?
You have not shown me.
Oh, well, okay. Give me a second.
I will rate them on how fucked up
Because
they are.
her book actually has a picture in it.
Ooh, I start work in a minute.
Yay.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. What time do I finish? Fuck.
Where the fuck did the picture go? Oh, I found it. It is in general chat.
Oh, that's not a rat at all.
The wilder rat.
I had an image of just like a really fucking huge,
I said
like
they're
rodent of
feline-esque.
your unusual size. Yeah, but like, why is it called a rat?
The wilder rat.
It's wild that it's not a rat.
It's wilder than a rat.
Maybe it snitches on people. Like you're trying to hide, then you hear meow. That's cute.
I'm surprised you don't immediately recognize that image, Fig.
Off the top of my head, no.
Says it from WoW.
Nope.
That just looks.
In Crit Roll, they were called Moorbounders.
Oh, wait. I thought Moorbounders were more fucked up.
He had a more feral version of them,
Mhm.
but that is the official source that he used from the thing. And he changed them because of copyright bullshit. But anyway.
That just looks like someone's decide to like paint a bobcat with like a panther brush and then add warthog tusks to it. I'm glad we're taming this. That looks adorable.
Yeah.
They are horrifically mean. They're also like, that's big. They're slightly larger than a horse.
Oh man.
Me too.
If I ever become a land person, I would ride one of them in battle. Can you imagine putting some armor on that thing? Just goring infantry as you roll into their lines.
Oh yeah, it'd be fucking sick. I like the
Goals?
Moorbounders. I'm not gonna go feed you yet.
Anyway. But yeah, that large flock of seagulls is the only thing interesting that happened today, and then Moth passing out.
That's always
Who
interesting.
wants to roll the 4th day as you are getting near Drogmar?
We should make Lorana do it. Nicola Lordner again. I didn't even watch that show.
Roll a d10. I think she exploded.
Oh no.
No, it's loading. Hold on.
Oh, it's. Oh no.
Please hold.
Please hold while the next available dice is retrieved. Dude, it's not as bad as what is it? The above tabletop. Do you have hardware acceleration turned off? Holy ooh! As you are very near Drogmar, proper
texting
currents and
again.
winds, by the end of your travel day, you actually arrive a day ahead of time
Hey.
at
Okay,
your
nice.
location.
I like the idea of canonically just everyone taking a turn at the till.
Just for funsies.
And that's why different people have rolled. And Lorana's just naturally good at sailing. She's gonna make such a good pirate when she graduates.
When
That
she
was what you were
graduates
aiming
wizard
for, right?
school.
Yeah.
Ranger school?
Wizard school.
That also cages to rangers. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Rangers
Well,
have
she's trying to learn about drakes.
We need people of
But
intelligence
that's an advanced course.
on this mission quest thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. This isn't like these courses aren't just a test to weed out the dumb at all.
I feel like she should have
they're
already
normal
been passed.
classes for normal students.
If anything,
Weed out the dumb? You mean weed out the weak?
Oh, see, I like that.
Oh.
see now this time Lorana beat me to the joke. We're just all well, not joke stealing, joke beating. I give
It
up.
also does not sound.
I know the concept in my head that I'm trying to describe, and I'm like, there's no words that I know to do that. So I'm done. Yeah, Lorana beat me to the punch. It's just a very common expression that I couldn't think of. There we go.
Hey, that's fine.
Is it though?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because
It's
like
fine.
you're at like a high school reunion and you're thirsty, but then someone beats you to the punch.
I have a question.
Yes.
That is where it
How
came from.
close are we to Momithian?
Let me load that map.
Because I know I went to.
You guys are here.
Yeah, we're still on
Hang
the
on, I'm browsing my backstory at the same time.
we're on like the west side of the little
Because I went there for a bit.
Yeah. And Momathon is up here.
Travis, say the thing out loud for me because my mouth's not working.
What
The
thing?
chain of islands are
Archipelago.
Archipelago?
ARP. You know what?
Archipelago.
I'm not
Arc?
going to do it. My brain and mouth are refusing to cooperate, so I'm done.
How many seltzers in are you?
None. I have a Gatorade and a Diet Dr. Pepper on my desk right now.
That's why you can't operate without alcohol.
I don't want to think about that. Oh man. Maybe that's why our sessions go so well, is I haven't technically not drunk during any of them.
Sure.
Wait, what?
I'm sure it's not because the entire party is now vetting to steal kills from me.
Well, that just adds to
I would
my
never do
enjoyment.
anything.
That didn't
that.
take long.
Dude, it literally happened overnight. I'm fucking smiffed. In reality, it's not a big deal, but it happened so succinctly where Phillips killed Stoll for me twice, and now it's like, oh, that's just the goal of the party now. Ruin Lorazis'
That's
life.
fair.
That's fair.
To be
It's-
fair,
Okay,
it's been fig heavy on the kill stealing, just everyone else has been supportive of it.
That is
Stupid
in
is like
character
my
for
magic
me.
missile strat is leaving everyone with like 1 HP, 2 HP.
Hey, that's what
And
used
I-
to happen with my fireballs.
I enjoy it because as someone who takes their own personal stats very seriously.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure you haven't had soldiers?
It might be the 7 hours of sleep I've had over the course of 2 days that might be catching up with me.
I was gonna say, 7 hours is fine, but
7 hours over 2 days? That sounds like
yeah,
more.
less fine. Yeah.
Because I'm starting to think about that. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. I slept like 5:30 to 8 yesterday, and I didn't take a nap. So, and then I stayed up till 4:30 today.
Mm.
Now I can't even remember the calendar. Yeah, it's probably sleep deprivation.
Is your eye twitching? Does yours do that when you get tired?
No,
If I get
Oh my
real
gosh.
tired.
I'm sure I'd probably hit that point, but it's not twitching now. I'm a functioning insomniac.
That feels
Yeah,
That's a
weird.
You
lie.
can function with an eye twitch. I had the longest I had it for was 3 weeks.
I could function with an eye twitch probably better than most people can, depending
Might
on which
have
eye
a
is
heart
twitching.
palpitation today.
Mhm.
Because I drank a bunch of energy drinks to stay up last night and then went to bed.
Ugh.
And I woke up today like not having a good time. Also, never drink the like powder you pour in water. There's Sonic versions of that for their Ocean Blue. Never drink it.
Okay.
Things that have come out of my body have been blue for 2 days.
Oh.
Well, I do have
Are you
that.
referring to like things like Sneak?
You say snake?
Sneak.
Yeah, it's like Sneak, but it's just like these single packet powder. I can show you a picture of what it is.
Yeah.
Ha.
I'm not gonna lie, like Crystal Light walked so that all these other things we have now could run. Because it's like there's Skittles,
There's-
water
it's
flavored, there's
the
Jolly
amount, though.
Rancher, there's Starburst, there's
I have had many of them, and none have. My toilet is stained blue.
there's Crush flavors.
Wow.
Yeah, now there's Ocean Water, which, by the way, fucking love Ocean Water. Doesn't taste anything like
yeah.
Ocean Water. It's a
It's
lemon
great,
lime
though.
drink with a little bit of blue coconut flavoring.
And
Ew.
it tastes just like it's super good. Loved it. It was a little weird at first, but that grew on me, and now I'm blue on my insides.
That's I mean, that's a personal problem, to be honest.
After like 5 or 6 days, I might go to a doctor about it because like it's fucking weird that it's still
Yeah.
I've only had one total, so maybe that's why I'm not experiencing the blue. But
Oh no, I drank all of those back to back over the course of an evening.
yeah,
Oh my god.
it's like that
That's
episode of
probably
Magic
why.
School Bus
It's
where
a lot of blue, yeah.
Arnold turns
Yeah.
orange.
But it was a gallon and a half of water.
Hey,
I'm drinking the right amount of water a day.
yeah, you're hydrated. So what if you pee blue?
That
Yeah.
just means you're hydrated, because water is
Well,
blue, right?
it's not just that. The other one too is very blue.
Yeah.
Wait. Do you bleed blue as well? Can
I
we
don't
check that?
bleed blue. Well, actually, I haven't bled, to be honest. I might.
Do it.
Just cut yourself really quick.
Find out.
All right, hold on. Where's my?
Just a quick prick
We are
of the
not
finger.
advocating
Yeah.
self-harm on stream.
No, we are not.
Just,
If you accidentally happen to bleed, though, tell us.
I
does
will
a
let you know if it's blue.
does a paper cut count as self-harm?
No, because that's
If
a
you
paper.
do it on
Yeah.
purpose.
I'll advocate for a paper cut, Travis. Well, no, paper cuts suck.
Ooh,
Ooh.
yeah, they fucking suck. I would prefer to
Actually,
be like, stabbed with a
testing
needle.
my blood sugar wouldn't.
Oh yeah. You should check that, Travis, for your health.
I haven't.
We're advocating
not-
responsible medical
No,
practices.
Yeah, I'm good.
Travis,
Anyway.
check your blood sugar and then maybe also your resting heart rate and, anything else that, self-care is important. But also just like, what color's your blood? Just like, what color is it?
Yeah.
Like, what
I'm
color is
If
it?
it turns
assuming it's
black,
red.
then start worrying.
I did bite my lip earlier, and it did taste like blood. It did not taste like ocean water, so.
It did taste like red. Okay, a genuine question. I wonder how much of it you would have to drink for it to
You
like
just
hit your blood.
imply that blood was like cherry flavor.
Yeah.
It's like. Okay. And we guys arrive at Dragmar.
We're killing it.
I will remain a slay rogue for this.
I knew at 6 a.m. when I was laying in bed that today's session was going to be a clusterfuck. I'm sorry.
It's going great.
I'm glad you think so. Now, I don't think any of you have been to Dragmar.
No.
You don't see ports or docks.
Is there like a beachhead?
You do find a beachhead. You could
So,
either moor the ship
yeah, I think
or anchor. And
we'll anchor the ship and then row the rest of the way to shore.
Are we able to trust our new companions to not take our ship while we're gone?
Canonically, we
Are
have
they-
4 of our own members of the crew on the ship.
yeah, actually. See, Hendrickson, Finfir, Dr. Gears,
And
and
Grigori.
Grigori are all
Yeah.
on the ship.
They should lock it
Also,
down.
that's another thing. The greenhorns, they get to your ship and they talk to you and they're like down and the bunk is full, but they're like, "Wow, this bunk doesn't smell like mold and damp." Yeah, it's crazy. It's like normal down here.
Oh man, they're going to be really easy
Yeah.
to please.
And it's like,
Yeah.
there's not like drapes of cloth over the masts and over the support beams to hide the rotting wood. This is so nice.
I also, to be fair, the guy who was in charge of them, emotionally, I don't think he would be able to muster the strength to do literally anything. The man is just existing at this point. He has been broken down.
Yeah, I don't want to revisit again, but now I am wondering the relationship between him and his friend. Because obviously he wouldn't be friends with the commoner, so it's probably someone else of pedigree. But like, is his friend like former nobility now destitute? just hoping this 10% can get him back on his feet, and that's why he offered him his clearly piece of shit boat? Or
Oh, maybe it's one last job.
or
and
is
then he
he
can retire.
also just rich but just really hates this Barrington boy and was like, yeah, I got a ship. I'll even let you use it for free, assuming I get a cut of your profits. And he's like, that guy's gonna die out there.
He tells you, if you talk to him at all during your travels, he tells you that his friend is a fellow entrepreneur he met while asking about how to get started on his entrepreneurial adventures,
Oh my god. Hello, I am also an
and has
entrepreneur.
and has helped him greatly. A truly good guy.
Uh-huh.
Playable.
His name is Capiche Amamade.
Ah,
Curiosity. How similar do you two look? You like the same height, about the same weight, you know?
No. But his friend has been an entrepreneur for years and has lots of business partners that, rotate often because business is business.
You were smuggling things, weren't you?
He wasn't. If there was a scam to get rid of a ship that was derelict without having to pay any of the fees and collect the insurance money on it sinking, maybe
Yeah.
that would exist.
Yeah, I was might not have a smuggler, but maybe this guy is getting conned. Which again, don't feel bad for him. Like, silver spoon, get fucked kind of thing. But
mhm.
I mean, if they had drowned at sea, probably would have felt bad.
loss of life is just because he doesn't know how the world works doesn't mean he deserves to die.
Mhm.
And
For
that's
sure,
why
it's better to go to the ocean, Father.
that's why the storm serpent is still hungry. But yeah. I think he was
I
probably
feel like
conned.
if you could have rolled like a lawful evil cleric for the storm serpent at this point.
Oh, 100%.
100%.
Because I haven't talked too much about the second brother of the sea, but yeah, the offerings you make to him are bloodshed, and that's to help you sail during the stormy season. The offerings to the Ocean Father are to help the
Cows.
stormy season last less long, because your offerings directly correlate between the strength of the deities. And so you try to find this nice little balance because you don't want to fully piss off one, because then when the other one is not in power, you're fucked.
Mhm.
But that's what I
Sailor
do.
superstitions with absolutely no grounds in reality, right?
Yeah.
Totally. Old wise tales.
Fortunately, you don't need to make offers to Ondine.
Who told you that?
She did.
Oh.
But was
Weird
it
you
like a
worship
trick?
someone
Was
who
it
lies.
like, you don't have to get me anything, but it's like, but
I
like
would
you do.
appreciate if you did.
Because it's like, then
No.
like Sunday rolls around, then she's like, oh, I guess we're not doing gifts.
No, being a member of the community and helping your fellow, limpets and whatever the other thing
I'm
was,
just saying,
pebbles, is enough.
Moth might believe that, and they might treat their underlings like that. But
Hmm.
Ondine, maybe she's like, I don't want gifts, but deep down she does want gifts.
Maybe, but she is shockingly chill, and I have never been punished for not making offerings.
Are
Formal
you
offerings.
sure you don't remember?
You do keep passing out a lot.
Hey, okay. To be fair, that one guy
Oh
that
my
was
god, it seems like you have narcolepsy.
Dang it.
Like, the number of times that I've walked into my cabin to find you in my bed are now much smaller than the number of times that you've just woken up in my bed because I caught you when you passed out.
It's fine. I'm just.
Oh, you're
if
gonna make her
anything
pass
was.
out again.
Oh my god. No, I was gonna say all I'm doing at this point is
The
ruining
wound.
everything else I do.
They just
So,
put the
I'm
finger to
not
their
a
head
people
really quick,
pleaser.
be like, "Oh man, I'm concentrating so hard on anything. Oh no!" You're gonna
Doesn't
roll.
work in real
You're gonna
life.
roll high and still pass out, and I'm gonna ask for a performance or deception check. I know I'm not allowed to do that, but I'm going to.
I can't wait for her to
Yeah,
roll
at
a
some
20.
point you might get suspicious.
I don't. At this point, I don't think it's gonna happen because it's like I think she's rolled 15 times, and at least 4 of those 15 times have been ones.
I think
Okay.
the highest I've seen her roll is like a 7 when she does this.
Yeah.
She's
I mean,
rolled high
I got
enough.
above 10 at some point.
She's been in the teens a couple of
Okay.
times, but yeah,
Wait. Can I roll again? We have done another day.
it is another day. Yeah, it's every day that you remember.
7.
You get dizzy and nosebleed, but you don't pass out.
Yeah.
I feel like from a
I
medical
definitely
standpoint,
always do the hey guys watch this.
I should be
And this time
more
it's just a
worried.
nosebleed.
About the inherent brain damage she's inflicting upon herself.
Yeah, like
Have I actually told you what I'm trying to do when I do that? Or do I just... I don't think I've mentioned it.
until this moment where you started doing the "Hey guys, watch this," I think I've only ever seen you just concentrate really hard, and then your eyes glaze back and you pass out.
Uh-huh. That's fine. Nobody needs to question this.
Are you sure?
Oh. It's not up to me.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. I can't make people question it.
I mean, I'm not.
Nobody
gonna
has
question
to worry about my safety and my,
That's true. No one
nosebleeds.
questions anyone else. Why would they question
Yeah.
you?
it. And see, if I question
Sure.
Moth, then that kind of inherently gives them permission to question me.
And to be fair, I already do that.
Yeah, and that's just
Do you?
that's
What?
not the mutual relationship
I have done.
I want right now.
Okay,
didn't know
you
that you
want people
questioned
to know
Aylar
your
ever.
backstory, though, so you
I
should probably develop that relationship with fucking somebody.
But Aylar doesn't.
You have
Philip,
to find a way to make him want it.
Philip
This
is
is-
ultra disappointed that you guys are
I've-
not questioning him constantly.
I've made a personal hell for myself because I know that Aylar wants to divulge absolutely nothing. And I
But
want
Philip wants to tell
everyone to know everything. And because I don't know a good way right now for Aylar to only give tidbits or dodge the question, I mostly just default to silence and random sayings.
I am
I have an
different.
idea.
Lorazes is an open book. You ask him any question, he will gladly answer, and no one cares.
Yeah, nobody wants to know anything about that man. I have an idea. I could do what I do in real life and make deals for information. I'm trying to think of literally anything Moth would want from Ayla apart from
Moth doesn't
fucking
know
nosebleed.
anything. So any information Aylar gets is...
Oh no, the other way. There's gonna be something that Ayla wants that Moth has, or would appreciate, I guess.
I'm assuming as you guys are rowing to shore, this is the conversation.
Yeah.
But like, you've never even asked him.
I've asked him
So-
things.
So, Aylar, you seem to be the most experienced traveler in this merry band of misfits.
Idiots.
Merry band
okay,
of
yeah.
misfits. I'm writing that down. Continue.
We are merry.
What do you know about Drogma? Why do they not have ports?
Takes a long drag of cigarette. Fuck if I know, kid.
Yeah. I would say I probably know the current absence of like civilization as I would know it. Because like of like most of my schooling such that it was, I learned where various like cities and kingdoms and shit were. And it's just like I maybe know of Drogmar, and it was just like, yeah, there's nothing here.
There's nothing of value at Drogmar.
Except apparently cute water rats.
Cute.
I may have missed something. Food is coming. Yay.
What is was that the only question? Yeah.
Oh wait, since we're doing questions, I will turn to Ayla. How long have you been traveling for? How long have you been a sailor?
A merchant.
A merchant, yes.
This is my 4th year as a merchant.
How old were you when you set off? Just out of curiosity.
Younger?
Oh. It's funny how that works.
It is kind of, times being linear like that.
Mhm.
No, Tanya and I aged backwards, didn't you know?
Okay, that's
I
fair.
did not. That is news to me.
I am like 150 years old. I
Mhm.
only have 16 years left.
I don't know how old I am.
That was so a joke. Please don't take that seriously.
Oh, mine was.
What did I
wasn't a
miss?
joke.
Sorry, I was talking about
Lorana
Jamie.
telling us she was Benjamin Button, and then immediately being like, "I'm just kidding. Don't."
Don't worry about it.
I'm.
I told them that Tanya and I aged backwards, and we're actually like 150 years old. I only have 16 years left.
Mhm.
That would be fucked up. But yeah.
That's cool. What a cool cast, though.
But then if you
yeah,
get
no,
cured, do you go right back to the age you were? Or do you start over at what age you got to?
Ooh.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
I don't know which one's the better option.
Well, obviously, having constant Uno reverse cards is the better option.
That is the better option. Just befriend a hag.
Oh, no. You keep the thing that gave you the curse if it was like an object. You remove the curse when you get down to like, I don't know, 20 or something. And then you age normally, and then you recurse yourself to go backwards down to 20 again. And you just keep
If it
doing
was
it that
something
way.
as easy as like object, I would have it be you remove the curse, boom, you're back to the age you were, but you're actually like 190 and you're dead. But if
Oh,
it
it's
was like
easy
a
to make a hag
hag
curse.
curse,
Mhm.
yeah, you get the hag to curse you, and then when you're like 18, you kill the hag, and then like okay, now you get to age again,
Why
and
would
then
you?
you find a
Why would
new
you kill the
hag.
hag?
Well, killing the hag ends all the curses that they did.
Yeah, but you can get rid of hag curses without killing the hag yourself.
Yeah,
You
but
It's
the
just
way,
very
talk nicely
difficult
to them,
to.
remember?
So
but the
if
way
you-
It's
to do it
easy.
is to not go to another hag and get another curse to remove the original curse that you already got.
I never did that.
Yes, you did.
Oh fuck, I may have. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
that actually did happen. You did do that.
So if you
Oh, yeah,
remove the
shit, I
curse
did.
without killing the
Yeah.
hag, then you can go back to the hag and be like, "I'm so sorry.
Can I do this again? Can I get
You
this
cursed
back?"
me a while ago, and I don't know when it happened, but it looks like somehow the curse was reversed because I'm like
Somebody took my curse.
I'm like a silver fox again. So
Mhm. I mean, I look good, but I
Yeah.
think your curse should hold.
and so like if you wanted to start the whole ticking time backwards thing again, I'd understand because
That would work, actually.
at
In my
least
experience
once.
of hags, that would totally work.
I feel like you get
Yeah.
at least one redo where a hag would be like, "Okay, this is highly unprofessional, but I'll do it this once."
I do like the idea of going back a second time and be like, you would not believe it.
Or you trick a hag, and the hag is so impressed that they're just like, you know what, that's fine. 'Cause I actually fell for that.
That is fair, yeah.
That also happened in Crit Roll.
That did. Oh, that was so fucking good.
That was probably one of the best moments in Crit Roll.
Oh yeah, literally, it is masterful. Yeah, after Lorana retracts her joke, I'll just be like, I don't know how old I am. Anybody else got ages? Desiree, how old are you? Has anybody else got an age?
I'm coming up to 17.
Ah, nice.
Doesn't look a day over like 20 something.
You look good for it.
Did he say
Not that people
70?
not- Yeah. Not that people would know, because don't forget, Desiree pretty much has a vow of anonymity
Very
Yeah.
true.
without it actually really being a vow of anonymity.
Eh,
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
think
I
they've
get
seen
it.
you once, but yeah.
who
I
else
think
is here with us?
I think the only character who has seen what Desiree actually looks like is
Oh, I think it was Grigori, wasn't it?
Gregory or
Henderson.
one of the two.
Yeah, I think they were in the room when you were intimidating that one guy.
Oh, yeah, they were. Wait, was I there?
No,
You weren't in the room.
I know I was in the building. I don't think I was in the room.
No,
I
you
don't
weren't.
think you were in the room.
Oh, yeah, no, I arrived
Then
after
everyone
they
bitched
made the
out.
call.
Yeah, you arrived after because of the corpse. Yes,
I know,
and
I was busy. I didn't
assisted
bitch
in
out.
disposing of the corpse.
Yes. That was my offering to Ondine. It was a severed head.
Takes a village.
Takes a village.
Is
That's a nice
anybody else
offering.
with us? She liked it. I can't really ask the others how old they are.
Yeah, they're not here.
We left them on the ship. I'll ask them when we get back.
Grigori responds, justice is ageless.
God, Jesus Christ. I'm trying to think of like really bland questions that you would ask someone.
Well, like
What's your
Alar?
favorite color?
If you can't guess Alar's favorite color, you're in trouble.
It's polite
What is your quest?
to ask. What is your favorite color? Yeah, no, what's your favorite color, everyone?
Everyone?
In the boat, everyone tell me your favorite color.
How long have you got?
How long is the color's name?
No, but because you asked everyone.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Oh, this boat you're in a
Yeah,
rowboat.
I think we're in the rowboat, so it's just the four of
So it's
us.
just the people in this Discord channel.
Yeah. I also,
would be
to be
funny.
fair, do not necessarily count all the others as people,
I could
so they do not
see.
come under everyone.
I want you to ask like the ship as a whole, because like I already have an idea of how that would hang out.
Moth
That'd
is
be great.
just doing corporate retreat exercises.
Yeah.
Today we're practicing trust falls. Well, Richard just fell in the ocean.
Today we're going to take a quiz to find out what kind of cake you are. We aren't going to use this information to try to find your password or anything.
Yeah.
I'm a pineapple upside down cake. I don't really agree with it, but what are you gonna do? Reinvent the internet?
I'm a coffee cake.
I don't
I am
believe
any
you.
cake that doesn't have chocolate.
I wouldn't mind being a pound cake.
I'm a cookie cake. I just really wish I was a cake, but I'm still good.
Nobody is disappointed when you're there.
That's just lying to me.
Yeah, I mean, if I saw a cookie cake, I would wish I had pie instead.
Oh, nobody likes pie.
All right, Dean Winchester, calm your shit.
I don't know if that's an insult because Jensen Ackles, but I'll take it. I like pie. I will apologize for nothing.
Do you want a waffle or a pancake? I'll take apple pie. Oh, we don't have apple pie. Excuse me? This is a breakfast diner? Yeah. No, it isn't. You don't have apple pie.
Well, I mean, a diner should have pie.
That was also Dean's take. Sam had to tell him to calm down.
Okay.
Even I know
They
that.
almost fought that
To be
day.
fair.
You could say we're out of apple pie, but to be like we don't have it like ever, that's just you're a
That's
diner.
blast-
What if I order a coffee next? You gonna tell me you don't have that?
No, we have coffee. All right, where the fuck's your pie?
So I'm supposed to drink this like some kind of goddamn pleb?
I would pay money to hear Jensen Ackles say the word pleb.
I'm very offended that none of you in character have told me your
Oh.
favorite colors. Yeah.
It's obviously teal, but like also
It's
with
fair.
like a stormy gray,
Uh-huh.
and they kind
Together,
of
always.
intermix a little bit. Yeah.
Lorana was the favorite color. I hope you've decided on this for your character backstory.
If it's not green, I'm gonna be offended.
That's classist. Just because she's a ranger doesn't mean her favorite color is green.
She's an elf
Literally
ranger from the
classist.
woods.
Exactly. It doesn't mean
She doesn't know many other colors than green.
Fair. Oh, okay.
Obviously,
maybe it's like a
red. Looking at
mustard.
the red Drake sitting next to me. You
Ah,
didn't ask
she got you there.
Tanyan what his favorite color is. He's offended.
Oh yeah, good point. What's your favorite color, Tanya?
Feels like a silver or a blue.
Tanyan's favorite color is green.
It also feels like
Fucking
none of us. Also feels like none of us can speak to Tanyan because they're not our animal companion.
Tanyan can speak Draconic.
Oh, okay, then.
So-
Go on, then.
And I technically
Yeah.
can't speak to Tanyan, but I understand him enough that he is my primary care physician.
I was gonna fucking say yeah.
So
Desiree, what's your favorite color?
Red.
Oh,
Okay.
I was hoping it would be something edgier than that, like black.
Mine's
Hey,
silver.
they never asked what shade.
That's true.
I love neon red.
Not neon
No,
red.
mine is silver.
I'm a big fan of a deep scarlet.
Lame.
You say lame for silver?
Yeah. Okay, to be fair, I was gonna say purple, but that feels too obvious because I am purple.
What shade is silver?
Very light silver,
Gunmetal.
like almost white silver. No, white silver.
So not like the coin.
When it comes to coins, she likes platinum, which is a shade of silver, kind of.
Which is
I
a
would
nice
say
shade of
platinum is
silver,
a
yeah.
shade of silver. Yeah.
It's fun because my favorite shade of gold is brass.
Her actual favorite shade of silver is aluminium because she can use it to make fake silver coins to flood the market and crash local economies.
I would never do that. Let me just write this other backstory that I just came up with.
Never do that. Sparks of inspiration for this other scam I pulled off in my past.
Okay. Hang on. I have another question. Give me a
Okay.
second. I need to find one of my backstories. Oh, okay. So I know. Oh fuck no. Actually, that one probably isn't. Where did you guys learn, like, your skills and stuff? Because obviously, Lorana, I know you learned stuff at school. That makes sense. And I'm assuming, Desiree, you learn in your order. I guess. Correct me
To a
if I'm wrong.
To a degree.
Okay. What about you, Ayla? Where did you learn your skills?
But
Which skills is probably an apt question to reply with.
The ones that I'm interested in, the murder skills, the murder and magic skills.
okay. Yeah, the magic skills are a bit intuitive. They come from Anastasia here. The motor
Thank you, Kat.
skills, yeah, I'm gonna go with my original answer of boat.
Yeah.
You either
I learned-
learn murder skills or you be murdered.
Yeah.
That is fair. I mean, before I settle down in my temple, I used to be a priest hunter.
Like you hunted priests, or
You're sending me these, right?
Yes.
Excuse me. hold on, what?
What?
Did you just like kill a priest and take their spot?
No.
That's what Alar said. You guys keep discussing this. I'm going to the restroom real quick.
That's fine. I will give you no more details on me being a priest hunter. But I did learn archery from my dad.
Oh, who's your dad?
No, don't worry about it.
okay.
I
now,
don't remember anymore.
I'm not asking for additional details, but what is a priest hunter occupation?
They hunt.
Priests, or are they all priests that hunt?
Yes.
Well, this is mad.
Somehow I think that's all you're gonna get.
Yeah. I smile so
I'm-
wide.
This is what it feels like.
Yep.
All right, fair enough.
Does anybody else have questions? I love playing get to know each other.
Did your dagger
Why did everybody
have a
decide
name
to-
when you got it, or did you give it a name once you started using it?
Oh, my sword, Octavius. It's a carryover from my previous weapon. They're all Octavius.
It's like
Kind
Geralt
of
having
related to D&D.
Mm,
Very important question, though.
yes.
Is it? Is
Do you guys think I have enough dice?
No.
Always no.
I get the feeling you calling your sword Octavius is like Geralt calling every horse he has Geralt. Roach.
Yes. Yes. 100%. I was not going to bring this up until I got a new sword and also called it Octavius, but yeah, no, it's
exactly
all
what
of my weapons are Octavius.
I have a follow-up
All of my
question
sword weapons.
for you, Danielle, to go with my answer to your question. Do you currently have specific dice for Lorana? Like, did you get new dice for her?
No.
Then you don't.
Then you don't have enough.
Yeah, you don't have enough dice.
You also need a set for Tang.
Well, I guess technically, if you're happy, you have enough dice, but you definitely don't have too much dice.
I 100% don't have enough. I only have 3 sets, and none of them are character dice.
I have to stop following dice makers on Twitter. Is what
Oh,
I
yeah.
do. But they
In all
keep.
fairness, I only have like 4 whole sets of dice and then just miscellaneous. 4 or 5,
Hmm.
6, maybe 7. Actually, never mind.
Problem is that like I obviously have to get dice for Fig first, but the ones I want are like 150s. So I shan't. Is your weapon named Ayla? There was a comma in that question.
It is not. I've actually, like, out of character. I got this rapier maybe a week and a half ago.
Mhm.
So it's not really earned a name. But also, I
actually-
don't know deep down if Alar is the type of person to name weapons.
That is fair. I do have a follow-up question. Your cat, whose name I've forgotten already,
Anastasia.
Anastasia. Where did her name come from? Or is it just something that fit?
It means gemflower in Elvish.
And you came up with it just for her?
It seemed to fit.
Can I make an insight check against you?
Yes, but
I know the DM isn't here,
you have to give.
but
me
I
a
would like to
second.
do that. Fuck! I would like to roll luck on that.
Because I have to verify that I am correct in the things that I remember.
All right, I am back.
I'm
We're
insight
about
checking
to
Ayla.
go on an island full of orcs, and you're going to use luck to investigate your crewmates.
Yes.
Names for his cat.
I need to know literally anything about anybody's backstory, okay?
Okay, I
Okay.
was wrong. It's not gemflower, it is starflower.
Okay. And did it come from just you thinking of a name for your cat, or did you decide, like, name it after someone? Is what I was trying to decipher.
Oh, yeah, no, it's not named after anyone I know.
I probably didn't need to roll luck for that.
Yeah, it's a name that seems to fit her. Now, like if
It
you,
sounds so suspicious when you say it, though.
because if you
I was like, a
ask
tiny
Alar
place.
point blank, if you zone of truth him, if he fails, he's not going to be able to tell you whether or not he thought of the name or like it just she's always been named that.
Okay, fair.
Is this just learning and sharing the boat ride?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm trying to
This is
think of. I can't think of anything else. I don't know if
Mr.
anybody
Toad's
else has
Wild
any more
Ride.
questions. Yeah. Does anybody else have any more questions?
When I thought about asking questions, I thought like these questions were going to be way more intense if we were going to just openly be asking questions.
Well, I mean, you can't start with like, "Hey, what's your mother's name?"
You can.
I
So-
technically,
That would have
yeah,
helped
but
Crit Roll Season 1. Sam might not have left at the end of it.
I mean, yeah.
So Alar, you seem to have been a very good crew member for a very long time. You have your own quarters and stuff. Is that normal for navigators?
A nice
I
color.
honestly don't know. I don't go on ships much.
No. It's a very good question. It is not typical. However, you may have also noticed that my animal companion is not quite typical. And you may have also
Yeah, I was under
gathered.
the impression you don't like water.
You may have also gathered that sailors are a naturally superstitious lot. And so, the presence of Amastasia has given me more weight to my role. Like, anyone can read a map. To be a true ship's navigator, you have to have received a blessing from the Ocean Father himself. And because of Amastasia here, that is the belief.
You're a special little boy.
Yes, that I'm a special little boy, blessed by the Ocean Father himself. And as such,
Bob.
I carry a higher price tag than your typical ship's navigator.
My
Oh,
mom
I
has given me a
see.
cat.
But it's a very nice cat.
It's a really good cat, yeah. Is she? Is she? I don't. Is she solid? Like, can you pet the cat?
Yeah, most of the time.
Okay. Mike, I was gonna phrase that as is she touchable, which is extremely terrible.
Can I pet the cat?
Can I pet the cat, please?
That's the simple breakdown of the
Yeah.
question. Can I pet the cat?
Of course.
My brain doesn't work like that though. Okay, thank you. If we sit there on the boat for like 5 more minutes without saying anything, eventually Moth will just be like, "I have a confession to make."
How long is this
I'm-
boat ride? Jesus.
Well, we're
When
all
she's just
thinking
going
about
in
our favorite
circles.
colors. No one's fucking rowing.
No. One person is rowing, and like Moth is supposed to be rowing as well, but they're not.
We're just
because they're
going
busy.
a fucking circle.
autopilot, and he's just rowing the boat for us.
Yeah, Moth sits there, just like, I have a confession. I may have lied to you guys.
No way.
My parents aren't a gnome and a halfling.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie, Moth. This
I
is
mean, are you sure?
this is an earth-shattering
No!
revelation for me.
Are you
I-
sure? And her response was no.
To be fair,
To be fair,
I don't know anything about my parents. They could have been a gnome and a halfling. For all
It's just
I
the
know.
one scene from Finding Nemo. I never met my father.
Yes.
But everything else I've ever told you is true. Yes.
How high is your
I
deception
didn't
again?
say anything.
Oh, it's really high. Do you want to check it?
not with my fucking insight.
Maybe.
24. And I hope you don't have good insight.
Not with that roll.
Not with that roll.
Technically, she had good enough to catch it.
Yeah,
Just a 5%
I just
chance.
smile really wide.
I rolled a 1 on some physical dice. Not using that set anymore. So I believe you wholeheartedly. Everything else you've said about being a priest and like being a priest hunter, is absolutely 100% true.
And I'm a trader. And I used to
Traitor or
be
traitor?
trader.
Either or.
And I used to be an ornamental hermit. And I used to be. Hang on, I told you other things as well. I used to be. Oh, and I'm pretty sure I told you that I was a former ladies' companion in Ledgeway. I may not have told you that one.
That one might be new. Yeah.
That one might be new. In character, I go through the like, these are all the things that are true about me thing, and I'm like, yeah, I was a former ladies' companion in Ledgeway.
Of course.
Hang on. Travis, I sent you a thing.
Oh, fuck.
How badly did I spell that? Oh no.
I feel like in game we have to have reached the shore by now. But on the way back, we should play 2 Truths and a Lie.
Yeah. I feel like there was a thing we were kind of wanted to do in a previous campaign where we like outside of the game would like talk in character and like play games like that and stuff, and like that would be fun, but nobody's ever around to do that shit.
There. Anyway. Mr. Toad's Wild Ride is coming to an end. Is there any more questions that people would like to ask?
I think we're good. We're gonna play 2 Truths and a Lie on our way back.
Oh, I want to hear that now.
You can play that now if you want. Like, actually, we should prepare for that. To be fair, because
Okay.
doing that like off the cuff is really hard.
Everyone on next
fake
session needs
people.
to prepare for 2 Truths and a Lie. Holy shit, that'd be great.
We should tell the rest of the group to do that as well, because we could do it when we get back on the ship.
Whoever shows up next week that by the end of the session we're doing it.
Okay.
Then they'll have the whole session to prepare.
Unless they're the type of characters who wouldn't play it.
Name one character who wouldn't play it other
Gears.
than Harris.
Gears wouldn't. Yeah.
Yes.
Gears would play 2 Truths and a Lie, and all 3 would be lies. He would happily play
cheating.
2 Truths and a Lie
Who
and
would
say
play
3
like
lies.
I guess Harris wouldn't play because he wouldn't know.
I swear to God, Harris would be like, I don't know.
It's because he doesn't have a character
Yeah,
to his
It's
character.
fine.
Which is fine, yeah.
To discover his past crimes, I had to deceive a room. And then I had to solve a kindergartner's puzzle.
Yes.
And one of those was harder for me.
It went really well, though.
What was harder, deceiving the wall or this kindergartner's puzzle?
It was the
To be fair,
English
puzzle.
as a
all you
second
had to do
language
was
puzzle.
Yeah. Making the wall believe that Fenrir was sorry for whatever crimes he committed was easier than me realizing I had to turn the lights off.
Great.
Ooh. We're smart.
Don't worry. The next puzzle. Oh boy, the next puzzle.
Oh no.
No one's gonna get it. It's so easy and simple and common sense, but no one's gonna
Don't
get
be
it.
racist to the orcs. That's the puzzle.
No.
Speaking of
Ah,
orcs,
fuck.
well, we notice when we get on the shore.
Oh, yeah, good point. We have arrived. I finally remembered to row the boat.
Remembered how to row the boat.
Yeah.
I just wasn't, is the problem. I was thinking about colours.
Yeah. They did at one point inquire, why aren't we moving very fast? And then they remembered, oh, right, I'm the second person with an oar.
I am the problem here, yes. There is nothing on the shore. It's just a barren wasteland.
All right, sorry. So you shore the rowboat onto the beachhead. It's weird. It's a beach, right? So you have like palm trees and whatnot, but just past like where the row of palm and jungle is, starts this weird spruce forest. But the
Ooh.
spruce isn't like the deep green you're used to. It is a very bright yellow.
I mean, I don't like that.
Very interesting. Is this just a different species? Or is there something wrong with
Make
the
a
trees?
nature check. And are you approaching the trees?
Touch the trees.
Sure.
I heard dice on a counter from down here.
15.
15. You would know that this actually spruce trees will do this if enough sulfur is in their nutrient pool. They may also be slightly more combustible than normal spruce trees.
I cover my mouth and just kind of back up and go,
Don't
oh.
let Gears near any of them.
It's fine.
You
We
left
left them
yours
on the boat.
It's
Yeah.
Good.
perfectly fine.
Stay there while we're in the obviously.
He's gonna show up next week, and it's Gears. You were ordered to stay on the boat.
Oh no. You had to go time out.
Why? Because we're not going to be held responsible for you committing war crimes.
Sulfur trees, the combustible sulfur trees, and then he's gonna clamor to get off the boat.
Oh no.
Which is going to be rough. In game, there might
But
not be too many ways to stop him.
I will inform the rest of the party about the sulfuric trees that are a lot easier to set fire.
Good note.
I don't usually do fires, so
Which is weird for the player, but not the character.
yes. I am resistant to fire though if it comes up.
Well, that was the trade-off.
Yeah. I'm finally resistant to it.
Oh, you should play a gunslinger.
Who's just gonna say you should play a gun? For some reason.
If you're a
I
hippo
did play-
gunslinger, it's one of the most broken things you could possibly do.
I played a gunslinger, but it was a
Oh,
different type.
yeah. I mean, you tried to.
Fuck you. It was the character that was the problem, not the class.
Yeah. It wasn't a problem. It was just Fig is not a commanding leader of the card.
Yeah, it was a personality that I could not get into.
How's getting into Sing Shin?
Oh, that's easy. Sunshine is a fucking mess. Actually, to be fair, I did do well as Ren like one time, and that was when I was telling off Gadar.
Shortly before kicking him from the session, yes.
Nah, we still had him for a couple more sessions after that, I think.
No?
On the same day.
You guys kicked him out in Craghammer.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure we were in Crackhammer a little bit longer than we were.
No.
Well, it's okay.
You became Ren, and then you went back into Craghammer because Craghammer was under assault, and in that assault, before I revealed the giant map, you kicked Guitar out.
No. I'm pretty sure he was there for the giant map because the part where I told him off was when we were going downstairs. Like, down a lot of stairs. And that was, I think, when we were going into the basement where we had the chance to go to the Underdark and decided not to.
Travis is always sad we don't go to the Underdark.
We avoid it every time.
Underdark. 3 campaigns now, the Underdark has just been snubbed and walked away from.
Hey, we haven't walked away from it yet in this one.
You're right. You don't want to go to the Underdark in this one, not yet.
Oh no.
Oh, no, yeah, no.
You made it really flucky to punish us for not going before, didn't you?
Oh, it's so much worse than any other dark I've ever thought of before.
Oh my
So
God.
Tiamat's not a goth dragon mommy ruling over this realm.
Tiamat probably couldn't survive in the Underdark.
Oh my god. What the fuck did you do, Travis?
Fine.
I think he had a nightmare.
Don't
just
worry
wrote
about it. Nightmare? That's called a dream, Loudane.
No.
Glorious. Y'all know what Abeloths are, right?
Oh, Travis.
I feel like I do, and I don't like it.
Yeah,
Imagine
I
if the
remember them
concept of
being
the
bad.
creature were minnows or tadpoles.
Ugh, I don't like
And
that.
it just got worse from there.
Travis, this is adjacent to your fetish again, isn't it?
It is not. It is not wormy.
So
It's a lot more Cthulian than you would like it to be, though.
Oh.
so Baldur's Gate 3.
That is close.
Hate that.
Anyway, you guys are on a shore. There is a yellowish sulfur pine forest in front of you, spruce forest.
What the
What are
fuck
you guys
causes
doing?
shit like this?
Sulfur.
Why is there so much? Is it just literally sulfur in the soil?
In the nutrient pool, we'll do this to the trees, and
Okay, fine.
the photosynthesis makes the leaves combustible.
Ooh, what a fun island!
Isn't it
So
great?
I'm pretty sure if you add lithium, it would be like very blue or like a very different type of green.
Be cool.
So I guess let's go find a rat.
Yeah, that is a giant cat.
Well, who's leading their way through the forest trying to find and track a rat?
Did you say a forest?
I fucking did.
That would be me.
You roll with advantage, and you can't be lost. And there's no need to search for food as you can find it. And your movement can't be slowed, and you move as if you're going at a fast pace at all times. And they had to give all of these things to rangers in their favorite terrain so that someone would actually play a ranger sometime occasionally.
And then
So you said survival, right?
Yep, and you have advantage.
21.
21. After about an hour searching in the forest, you find tracks that, based on the book that you started to read, do match like what you would assume to be wilder rat tracks.
2 days.
Yeah, these could be wilder rat tracks. They go
This way,
deeper into the
that way.
forest. And as you leave this section of the forest, you actually find the color does change, but it changes to be less densely populated with spruce. And there are thinner, taller trees that have wide, flat canopies at the top. And deep brown grass that's about knee-high, closer to a savanna.
Have you been playing Minecraft again?
No, I've been playing World of Warcraft.
Only
I
fair.
did just describe a biome from Minecraft.
Oh, weird.
That's irrelevant because that biome is a real life existing biome as well.
It's also Westfall, to be fair. Kind of.
So keep following the tracks.
Follow
Sure.
the
I agree
tracks
with this.
into the savanna.
Unless somebody else has a better idea.
All right.
Nope.
Well, you guys are
I
forging.
don't have favorite terrain.
Unfortunately, Savannah is not my favorite terrain.
Still get the feeling you'll probably do better in the savannah than any of the rest of us. To be fair.
Oh yeah, probably.
Dog.
Yeah.
Oh, Doge.
He's needy. It's fine.
Okay. So you guys, mother, hold up. Well, that's funny. I have 1,500 messages in Discord. So,
Oh.
you guys traveling through the savannah. you guys follow the tracks, and you know, it's knee-high grass, and you find yourself stumbling upon a dark-skinned, short-haired, large feline creature prowling in the knee-high grass, looking in the wrong direction to you all, like it's sneaking, and
What's it sneaking up
it
on?
didn't notice you immediately, and you startle it.
I'd like to cast Speak with Animals.
All
Oh, I
right.
forgot we weren't fighting
What
it.
do you say as it's like, oh shit, the fuck? Because it rolled a 2 on its perception check to try
Aw.
to find you and ambush you as you were not moving stealthily, but that didn't matter.
I'm so sorry to disturb you, good friend. I was wondering if you'd be willing to help me with something.
This cat is so confused right now.
So your Tanyan has an intelligence modifier of like good.
Oh yeah, Tannen's really smart for an animal companion. And actually
This
just in general.
And so wise.
this animal. Like, yeah, no, it has a 4. So you say that to it, even with Speak with Animals, it knows what you're trying to get across. It's like you have a request. But it just goes hungry.
Do we have any meat with us?
I have dried meats.
That might work. They're
I produce
carnivorous.
dried meats.
And he says he's hungry.
Offer the wild rat's dried meats. Or the wild
Uh-huh.
rat. Alright,
There's
make
just
an
one,
animal
at least for
handling
now.
check.
Okay.
And it'd be with advantage because of Speak with Animals.
Yeah, I hand it over to Lorana.
19.
It slowly creeps towards you, sniffs the meat, bites the meat out of your hand, snatches it out of your hand,
I'll be back in 1 sec.
eats it, and then you basically hear it reply more and tilt its head a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, we probably have some more.
Yeah, I'll give him another piece.
Right. You have a book on taming animals with you. Wait.
Makes sense. I do have a class on taming animals.
But she's not feeding him the book, Travis. She's getting him more meat. Sometimes you have to talk through these things with your DM. They get confused.
Do you have half of its body weight in meat?
Probably not.
Feels
But
unlikely.
if we go back to the forest, I could easily find plenty of meat. I'm sure.
So it is friendly towards you and will follow you, and you can talk to it with Speak with Animals. But taming it will take several days, and you will need to, over the course of those several days, feed it repeatedly.
Yeah, okay.
Seems all above board.
Also,
So-
each day you must make another animal handling check. I don't think that's going to be the problem. Fucking though.
So tell me, friend, how much do you enjoy the water?
That's a good question. Yeah,
No water is what it replies.
gotta set expectations.
No water. Understandable. I personally don't enjoy it too much either. I get seasick a lot.
Maybe I could cast sleep on a piece of like venison, just so we can
Do
get
you have
on the
sleep?
boat. I don't think I do. Be good though.
Now, if you find herbs that induce sleep and put it on meat,
Man, we just.
What's your survival?
It's a +8.
I mean, I'm just saying.
So I think what we should do is we should go back to the woods. I'm a lot more comfortable in the woods, and we can find you a lot more food.
You like the savannah?
I am a lot more comfortable in the forest. I
Even the
haven't been to any
sulfur
prisons.
forest?
I'm not gonna lie,
Well, it does smell.
this cat is making some very good points that I'm finding hard to refute without metagaming.
I mean, if everybody else is comfortable with staying in the savannah, I still have to go hunting to help my new friend here find more food.
I'm good with hunting and, either setting. You and your cat friend come to an agreement, I'll be their assistant. I don't think I
Alright,
have
so
anywhere
are you going to return to the forest and attempt to hunt?
Yes.
You go back into the forest, and you still have Speak with Animals up, and he, your Wilder Rat friend, is sketchy on entering the forest, and you get the sense that he feels it's dangerous.
What's wrong with the forest? Why do you not want to go in there?
Big danger.
What kind of big danger? Big animals or
Large
snails?
animals, big scale, sharp claws.
Like a bigger version of this? And I point towards Tanyan.
No.
No,
Different.
different from this. Okay.
Yeah.
Has he revealed that there's something horrible on this island?
Specifically in the forest that we just kind of casually strolled through.
So
sick.
I turn to the rest of the party and I go, my new friend here doesn't like the sulfur forest because he says there's a big animal with scales and claws. But not like what Tanyan looks like. Something else.
This is not a critique on anyone in this party, but I do sense a worrying trend where we keep kind of just going places and then finding out after the fact that we shouldn't have gone there. Like the jungle in Accra, I guess this forest here. I don't really know where I'm going with this. Maybe we should just be careful.
Being quiet and cautious sounds like a good idea. Though if it is that big to where our wild rat friend here is afraid of it, probably has a lot of meat.
That's a very good point.
Can I try and move stealthily and look for large tracks? I don't know what specific animal I'm looking for, but like larger tracks.
Make a survival check with advantage because it's your favorite terrain.
14.
14, you do actually find very large tracks. Give me a second, and I will describe the tracks.
I motion if anybody's coming with me for them to stay quiet. Do I need to make a stealth check, Travis?
Do you want to make a stealth check?
Yeah, I wanna try and do this quietly.
Oh, okay. Okay, you want to try and do it quietly. You sure?
I'll also try to do it quietly.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Quiet.
I was not as quiet.
Alright, well, everyone make stealth checks. Since you want to move stealthily for some reason.
Oh boy, here we go.
I'm pretty sure
Okay, well.
I got a 14.
Oh no. What is your plus to stealth?
10.
Same.
I got a 10, and I guess I'll roll for Tinian as well.
Yeah.
Tinian did so much better than I did. Hold on.
What that dog doing?
What's that dog doing? But yeah, you do find large, three-pronged feet with deep claw indents into the ground. Heading into the forest.
Yeah, Tinian got a 22.
Back.
Found the text.
Do these
Alright.
tracks look familiar to you at all, Lorana?
Yeah, Lorana,
Do
make a
you?
nature check.
$12.
Well, you've never seen them in person, but you think you've seen pictures of these in one of your books?
Do I remember anything else?
No,
I've seen this in a book somewhere. Yes, that's very helpful. Thanks.
but you don't know what it is.
I mean, at least they're documented.
Do you follow the tracks?
How quiet do I feel like we're being?
Truthfully, on average, you're an average amount of quiet. Tanyan is fucking silent. Oh wait, I should. Is the Wilder Rat friend following you?
Um, if he wants to, he can, or he can just wait for us, and we're gonna go look for some food for him.
Oh, if you're letting him stay, then yeah, he does not like the forest. So
Understandable. We'll be back with some food.
following the tracks, you occasionally, while following the tracks stealthily, feel a thud. Then another thud. And eventually you come across a clearing. And let me load the map up. No, wrong button. That's not a map. You're not a map.
That's not a map. This is a map.
Well, I clicked the wrong button and it was like upload map token. It's like, wait. Huddle. Oh wait, so many of these people need to not be here. Hold on.
Mm.
Map. Remove from map. There we go. Some of you people need to click long rest on your sheets.
I'm fine. Oh, did we get temp HP from Gears before we left the boat?
No.
I think it would have worn off by now anyway.
How long does it last for?
Not that long.
Okay.
I'm going to assume that in the days that we traveled, I probably accomplished a long rest at least once.
Yeah. I'm sure it happened eventually.
I wasn't rolling, but I also didn't realize I only had 6 health, so...
I'm just gonna mark that I heard you use the lucky this day. Because I really need to know about Aylar's cat.
Anyway, you guys see a very large bipedal dinosaur
Hmm.
currently eating another large dinosaur that had 4 legs and some spines on its back, but it's mostly gone. And it has not noticed you.
Anybody
Well,
want to
that's a
sneak
good
up on a
point, isn't
dinosaur?
it?
T-Rex. does look
There's-
slightly injured, like it did just fight this dinosaur and has been eating it.
Stegosaurus didn't go quietly into the night.
It did not. It still went though, and
Yeah.
very much so.
Still, at its core, it is a Stegosaurus. But, I mean, I'm good with taking some shots at this guy.
Maybe we can give it a go.
Yeah, it
Really
occurs to me I
tough,
don't have a
but-
lot of people to stand behind, so I will get a tree.
Everybody roll initiative.
I'm gonna move to this tree. Oh, good.
It might be time for a dice timeout for this set. That's a 16 for me.
That is incredibly low for you. Would you roll a 2?
A 6.
Oh. Damn it, I clicked the wrong person to give a 16. Moth, I know you were a 10. Get back down there.
Mhm.
There we go. Okay. Cool. So, surprise round because he doesn't know you're there. The T-Rex is going first, but surprise round. Alar, it's your turn.
Okay. I guess I'm going to kind of creep to here.
That was
And
such confidence.
would you say that I'm currently hidden?
He is unaware of your presence.
Okay.
Ooh.
How far away am I from him?
Good bit.
Okay.
Hmm.
Like 50 feet.
Yeah. I don't really think this is a
Good idea?
good idea. Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot him.
Okay.
I chickened out. I'm not gonna hit
Chicken
him.
out. What'd you roll?
I believe the higher number was a. Where's my bow? Oh, maybe a 14.
14 hits.
Good God, I forgot he's just a T-Rex with
He's super big.
That is 12 piercing damage.
All right. 12 damage. As you shoot, hit the arrow, he perks his head up. Like he's not sure if he just got attacked. But like something happened.
Oh, wait.
That's
Hang on. I sense a disturbance.
Desiree's turn.
Well, I guess I'm going to advance because I've got no range capabilities whatsoever.
Fair.
And that's all I can do, really. Actually, no, that's a lie. I can dash. That'll be smart. Would dash Dash if you're not a rogue is an action, isn't it? It's not a bonus action.
Correct.
Okay. Yep. Okay. No, that's fine.
All
That's
right.
all I can do.
That was Desiree's turn. Lorana, it's your turn.
Do I have advantage for the surprise round, or is it just straight rolls?
You would have advantage.
Cool. I rolled a 20. Total 29.
I could have been so much smarter. Never mind.
So that was a crit.
And then I rolled 2d8s, and both of them came up as 1, so it's only 6 damage total.
Oh,
Oh.
For the second attack. Uh, 24.
That definitely hits.
Tanyan's gonna add a bit of fire flavor to the second arrow.
Okay.
8 piercing
That's gotta hurt.
and 6 fire.
All right. And that was Lorana and Tanyan's turn, and now it is Moth's turn.
I automatically get sneak attack whenever I have advantage for any reason, right?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, sick. I will then immediately shoot at the dinosaur.
Okay.
Helps if I look at the right fucking window. Oh dear. 23 to hit.
Barely.
A 7, and then sneak attack is 10, so that's 17, and then at the end of my turn, I'm gonna actually I'm gonna move up to this tree and stealth.
Okay, stealth check as your
Ooh.
bonus action.
11.
Okay.
It's distracted.
At the moment.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, that's my turn. I was gonna use a flashbolt, and then I remembered that fucking T-Rex probably has a really high constitution.
Mm-hmm. So it's going to pick its head up and churn towards the trees. It kind of sees Desiree charging at it. Desiree hasn't done anything to it yet, but the trees heard it. So it is going to run past Desiree. Desiree, you do get an attack of opportunity.
$17 hit.
17 does hit.
I'm gonna die.
No, the tree's
Do I
gonna
get
die.
a might on that?
Fair.
You can, actually.
I go with a level 2. Why not?
Rude.
It's only the 2 dice, isn't it? Because it's not undead.
At level 2 it'd be 3, though. The level 1 is 2, so. Ooh, fuck!
Oh, wait, those are d10s.
Okay, I was about to be like, damn!
13. There you go.
Okay, it's still not bad.
I didn't do anything.
Alright, so it is going to make 2 attacks, one with its bite and one with its tail, but both can't be made against the same target. So I'm going to go ahead and say, Moth, you're going to get the bite because you did the most damage.
I deserve this.
24 hit?
Yeah, weirdly.
Alright, cool.
I'm resistant to dinosaurs.
I've heard that. We talked about it on the boat.
Yeah. If I believe hard enough, can I be resistant to
44
dinosaurs?
damage?
I'm unconscious.
All right.
How? Oh yeah, 44. Yeah, never mind.
I thought
The
you said 24. And
average
I'd be like, how are you so
is like
squishy?
30 something.
Oh, my health is 32. I'm soft as fuck.
Anyway, the tail whip is going to Alar. Oh shit.
God damn.
12?
That does not hit.
Oh. Excellent. All right, Alar, it's your turn.
Help.
Moth got bitten in half. Oh wait, hold on.
I'm not that dead.
If the target is medium or smaller and reduces 0 hit points, it is in the mouth. Uh,
Yeah, I'm medium.
he ate Moth.
Wait. 8 in a permanent way, or 8 in a I'm just in its mouth kind of way?
He did the chomp, and like you can see his mouth is closed, and like one of Moth's arms and one of Moth's legs are sticking out in between teeth, flailing like loosely.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Oh.
So as a bonus action, I'm going to cast a second level healing word and just say to the limp leg and arm, you good? Like
You good? That's the best.
Reaction. Ah.
Okay,
heal
that
for?
is for 12 healing.
That is so good. Oh, not 112.
Wow.
And then
That's
Ow. Man, I wish I had like Misty Step or something.
And then I think I'm going to I don't think I have anything
this is the first time
that
where I went, this one monster should be fine, and like the math says that it should be like
yeah.
2 tiers less deadly than I normally throw at you. And it's
My-
exceedingly.
Okay, to be fair though, you went immediately for me, and my health is extremely low. Like Sunshen's health is higher, and she has half the levels.
Is is he threatened by the angry tiefling in his mouth?
Rules as written, yes.
Yay!
So I'll allow it.
It's gonna spin around him here. That is a 16 to hit.
16 hits. If a creature if the T-Rex begins its turn with a dead creature in its mouth, or a creature at 0 HP in its mouth, it swallows the creature. So good thing you got brought back up.
To be fair, I would have been stabilized, which I don't think counts as being at 0 for that
It does.
purpose.
You're still at 0. You just don't make death saves.
That is not fair.
So
I
Stabilize
don't
doesn't
want
mean
to
you're
be
standing.
swallowed.
I'm expending Bardic to do a defensive flourish. So that is
Okay.
20 damage, and my AC is now 24.
Ah.
I rolled a 7 on my flourish dice.
Nice.
The T-Rex is starting to look hurt.
I stabbed it right up its butt.
And
That'll
now
do it.
it's Desiree's turn.
I'm gonna move back and give it a good whamming.
It is technically threatened by Moth in its mouth.
I'm extremely
So
threatening
you get
right now. I'm
advantage.
sharp.
The arm that we can't see is really wailing at him with Octavius.
Yeah. I have horns as well.
Wow.
I'm him.
16 hits.
Yeah, it shouldn't have taken 4 dice rolls to get it though.
That's fair. That is two. You rolled a 2, a 3, and a 4.
And a second level smite.
Oh shit! All right.
This has less health than I thought it would.
It was already injured.
From
What
its-
is a
Hey,
T-Rex's max HP?
136, and it started with 54 damage dealt to it from the
Sick,
from
okay.
the stego.
Yay!
We did it, you guys.
Ow! Ow.
As the T-Rex collapses in a beaten, bloody mess, it drops Moth from its maw.
Ow.
Moth, you take
No.
3 falling damage.
Why?
Slightly more insult than injury.
Yeah, it is.
I almost feel bad. He didn't really do anything to us. Looking at the T-Rex
I'll
corpse.
expel.
Didn't really do
Like-
anything to us.
Oh.
There's hole puncture marks in Moth's body.
He only did that
Ow.
after we attacked him.
I will spend all
To,
of my
to be
lay on
fair,
hands
he only did
on
one
Moth.
thing to me.
And
Okay.
we only attacked him to feed your new friend.
Yeah.
Also,
This
how
is
much
true,
of the
my new friend was
Stegosaurus
very
is left?
friendly.
Because now we have even more meat than we were planning on.
Yeah,
Moth,
this
you
is
heal
a
for
lot.
30 with lay on hands from Desiree.
Oh, thank you.
I think brings you back to full.
Yes. Did you want to
Yeah,
keep
they
the
are
extra?
full health.
You don't have. Do you want to keep the
Is
extra?
it in multiples of 5? Because I think I can only
It'd be
spend
like
it.
4 actually.
Oh,
Can
I
I-
mean, you can keep 5 of them. Because I had 9 HP, and then
Oh.
my max is 32.
Your max is 30. Well, you're level 6.
Yeah, my max is 32.
What the fuck, Fig?
That's the thing. Sangshen, I roll really
Yeah.
high every single time I level up.
Fig,
Moth,
that is
no.
embarrassing. I can't believe you have such little health.
How much health have you got?
More than 32.
Isn't it like 35?
Guess again.
I cheated and looked.
How much health have you got?
I have 33.
Ah!
I could have killed both of you there. Hold on, let me see.
You absolutely
If
could have,
the
yeah.
I saw
the
the damage
tails-
popped up and I stopped breathing.
Uh,
I was like, surely the tail is gonna do less damage than the teeth. But
Pretty
oh
I mean,
it
man,
does.
I got nervous when that popped up. I was like, what the
I-
fuck?
I have a question. I would have
oh
been
my
dead,
fucking god.
had I been swallowed, right?
No, they would
I
have
mean,
had
I
to cut
would have
you
been.
out.
Okay, but like, there's stomach acid, and if I fail too many fucking death saves,
That's
even if I've been
that's
stabilized,
2d6 a turn. So they would have had like 3 rounds to save you. Because it's every turn you start your turn in stomach acid, you take damage.
Mhm.
But that would have stopped you being stabilized, so it would have been a failed death save, and then you make a death saving throw. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, if you failed your death saves, actually, it would have gone faster.
I find it weird that stomach acid is one of the corrosive things on the planet, and yet when we throw up stomach acid, it doesn't disintegrate us.
Yeah, I also find it weird in the rules of D&D that you can hug a stick of dynamite, and it's 3d6 damage.
Oh,
Don't-
it's
Don't
fine.
don't tell Gears that, because he'll use that to be like, it's fine. It's only 3d6 damage.
I'll
Whenever he
survive
friendly
this
fires.
jihadist attack.
Yeah, exactly.
It's only $25. Don't worry about it.
My fucking god.
What was $25?
It's a thing that was told to us about, like, Taco Bell transferred pizza shells to us to do like a pizza training rollout, but they transferred a whole case, and this is like a month before the pizza's relaunched. They transfer a whole case of shells to us, use like 2 bags of it, and then went, yeah, now you have to throw the rest away because they're going to expire. It's like, well, how do I take this off of my like overhead on my cost of food for the store? And they were like, oh, it's only $25 off your food cost. Don't worry about it. Like, it's $25 more than we should have been using. What the fuck do you mean?
Yeah, and they're the ones who are going to complain about it when it's $25 over.
Yeah, and it's fucking hilarious. And now you just go, oh, it's just $25. Don't worry about it. And it triggers John. And today John bought batteries for like things in the store, and he took $10 out of the voucher fund for it. And I went, "It's just $10. Don't worry about it." And he told me to fuck off.
What a bitch.
I am a bitch.
Yeah, that's fair.
Anyway,
Did
I know.
John tell you what Miguel did to him, Travis?
now what'd Miguel do to him?
It was the middle of dinner rush, okay, and John just gets a text from Miguel going, "Hey, John." That's it. He hasn't sent anything else after that. For the whole day, it was just, "Hey, John." Silence.
Oh.
Okay. That's like yesterday. Lisa was talking to
John didn't
Miguel.
do anything, but
Lisa was talking to Miguel and was talking about like Miguel's girlfriend and all this other stuff. I wouldn't stop leaving him alone because he had a hickey. And then she asked like if his girlfriend lived with him. He said, "Well, no." And she was like, "Oh, you know where she lives?" And he immediately turns to Lisa and goes, "You should know where your mom lives." I died. I couldn't fucking breathe. Lisa didn't get the joke. And Charlie is over there
Oh my
like not
God.
able to breathe either. Me and Charlie are fucking gone. I love Miguel.
He's the new guy, right?
He is the new guy. But it was so
Uh.
I still don't think Lisa understands what happened.
Absolutely incredible.
It was the greatest. You should know,
You should know
mom.
where your mom lives.
You should add that to like Alar's repertoire.
Oh my god. Like it's just the purest sense of like vicious mockery in real life.
Yep. And she didn't even get it
I know.
because Lisa is
Well,
not
that's the psychic
intelligent.
damage.
That's the psychic damage.
Is if you know you're being mocked, it won't affect you as much.
the psychedelic damage, maybe.
Lisa's not on drugs anymore. She just does 2 stackers of blackjack and 4 monsters in the morning and then sips Red Bull through the day. It's fine.
Oh,
So we
I
butchering
think
this
that would kill
T-Rex?
me.
Or are you dragging the whole T-Rex to the wild friend?
I think we should just butcher it. I don't think we have the collective strength to drag this thing out of the woods.
I'm sure you do.
We don't need to scare our new friend. Let's just bring him some food.
Bring giant dead monster.
Yeah, just bring it to him like we made you this.
Do I have a spell that could lift a T-Rex? I cast Mage Hand.
Just slap it.
The tail moves and then drops.
I'm reading it. It says your carrying capacity increases to as much as you want. So,
I will let you have Mage Hand with infinite carrying capacity under one condition.
I mean, I'm intrigued. I assume it would kill me, but tell me the condition.
You have to make a pact with a certain deity at a certain point, and you don't get to say no.
That's a bad pact.
I'm kind
Oh,
of like
bad deal.
I'm
I
currently a
don't think
one
you're in a
god
position
kind
to
of
talk about
guy.
that sort of stuff, Vic.
I mean, fair.
The similar deal I feel like you made to certain people in the party of your campaign.
Nuh-uh.
I also have a DM theory that it's all the same god.
Oh.
That would maybe wreck Alar for how much shit he gives all the other the land gods. If the Ocean Father turned out to just be the one, he'd be like, "Oh fuck me."
Fuck.
So you're Pelor too? Yep.
Fuck
God
that guy.
damn it. So you heard yep. And you witnessed yep. Cool.
Yep.
And that's why yep.
Pelor, Mirrodin, the Ocean Father.
Yeah.
Fuck. So I'm not getting in heaven? No, I didn't say that.
Yeah. You're going somewhere.
You're going somewhere.
While we're here, I liked Ayler's idea of looking for some herbs or something to help our new friend be a little more
Relaxed.
calm for the ship rides. He says he doesn't like water.
Let's say it's not for everyone.
Water?
Well, specifically ocean.
He said
guess
he
that's-
doesn't like water. He said
Another
no water.
another difference between me and Alar is I would be absolutely terrified by everything we've done
Oh yeah.
on the ocean. Fighting a T-Rex, I guess if I have magic, I'd be okay. I think I'd still be afraid of the ocean, even if I were a bard.
Oh yeah, I fucking hate the sea. Sea's a bastard.
But it's the career I've chosen, not forced into. So,
I have an idea for the next campaign.
is it oops all land? Because I'm on
No.
board. I'll play myself.
No, I think for a little while we should play like level zeros. So we're just common folk who.
Tins
Through
across
an
the board.
Sorry, what?
Tins across the board on all your stats. You have nothing special anywhere. You don't even have a proficiency bonus.
But we do something in at least the first session that basically gives us our class. I
Oh,
think it
that's
would be
fun.
quite an entertaining way to start a campaign, rather
Yeah.
than already being quote unquote established in our class.
That could be fun.
Mm-hmm.
That would also be fun in Ravenloft.
Is that what you're making the next campaign?
I'm working on a Ravenloft campaign. Whether that's the next one or not, it's irrelevant. But it'd be a lot of fun. So much fun. Don't you like fun? I like fun.
No, not when you say it like that.
Why?
We love fun.
Yeah, see, Aylar loves fun.
He makes bad deals with you.
I disagree.
I'm sorry.
With Travis.
Hey, my deals mostly consist of having to watch One Piece.
I'm also talking about the hags.
That wasn't with Travis.
Yeah.
How many feats does Moth have, Fig?
I
Oh, you have more than that
yeah, but I only got one that I made a deal for.
that you know of.
Well,
I mean, anyway,
what the fuck?
can you even make those statements when you don't know your past? The
Oh, yeah,
answer
you're
is
right.
no.
Yeah. I would love to find out more about my past.
Then do it.
I think really hard currently. I don't think I've done it this day, or I may have done it this day. Oh, I highlighted everything on my fucking
Anyway.
screen. I pass out a little bit.
Just a little bit.
A little bit.
And just imagine you guys. She's like half dead, like exhausted.
She's just like
She's like,
touching
"Hold
her
on, hold
nose.
on,
She's
hold on,
like,
guys.
yeah,
Hold on,
this
guys."
is gonna be a big one. This is yeah.
Bye, guys.
If only
Anyway,
there was some way to stop that from
It would be a
happening.
survival check to properly butcher the.
Tyrannosaur.
I
Yeah.
swear to God, if I don't roll over a 10 with this dice a single time this session.
I'll assist him so he has advantage. His survival is better than mine.
That is a 22. Although I did end up rolling a 12 on the first roll. So I did break my curse.
That's good. You guys do butcher it up. It's not the best job, but like you do it. Do you want like a leg or like a chunk from the middle or?
A 22 is not the best job?
It's a T-Rex.
I'm so good at
Butchering
this.
a T-Rex requires a 30.
I have a belt knife. I don't know what else you want from me, Travis.
Exactly. Do you have like cooks utensils?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about it?
I have a vicious rapier.
Okay.
I
I have Octavius. I can lend him.
Both are rapiers.
precision
Eh.
cuts.
That the word "cut" doesn't work in the with no.
I will say I do. I have heard
Precision
cut
cuts,
meat is the
Travis.
Mm-hmm. That's what we're built for.
So Travis, how much can we carry and get on our rowboat? We could make some dried meats and stuff.
Mhm.
I don't know how much everybody else will enjoy it, but
Also,
I have a haversack. We
I
can
don't
put
think
shit in
wild
there.
rats are too picky.
for the record, not the best job means like I'm probably not getting an award for that. Like I'm not getting hired as a butcher at the next stop. But like I'm not
I
just
mean,
like
yeah.
I'm not. We probably still have pounds and pounds of meat.
Oh yeah. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like, it's not like
I just
a
realized I
clean-cut shank.
was arguing for something I didn't actually care about. We're handing this meat off to a warthog panther hybrid.
You've been hanging around Jaren too much, haven't you?
Apparently, I guess.
Yeah, that happened.
The worst of insults, but not wrong.
So yes, I'm okay with. I'm no longer arguing my case.
Okay. But yeah, you could probably bring a couple 100 pounds of T-Rex meat.
Is the wild rat still where we left him? Like at the edge of the woods in the savannah?
Yes.
I imagine it's worn
Actually,
off
yes.
by now, so I'll cast Speak with Animals for a second time.
That's,
We
how long does
found
it last?
more
Is it 10
food.
minutes or an hour?
I'd have to check. Hold on.
But yeah, I'm assuming it would have thrown off even if it was an hour.
I feel like it's 10 minutes.
It's a full day.
Yeah.
It's forever.
It's just you have the ability to speak with animals. It's not like
Yes.
a spell.
You have
It's-
to cast it each time for each new animal, but then if you go back to them, you can still talk to them.
But that is one way of doing it, which would be amusing. Mildly.
Probably wouldn't be against that. But
Yeah, it's just 10 minutes.
okay. Then yeah, you recast it. He sees that you are bringing hundreds of pounds of meat, and he's like, "You did it!"
Yeah, we found the big scary lizard. He's not gonna be a problem anymore.
He bit me. You don't understand, but he bit me.
He could see that
Moth
he bit you.
showing
I'm-
him teeth marks. Like,
Yeah, like, look
Ow.
at this shit. He bit through the new waistcoat I got.
we get back to the ship, and you're just gonna turn to that poor kid and go, "You can have your vest back." It's full of
Literally what I was gonna do, yeah.
Oh, I have
There you
mending.
go. Covered in holes and blood. Mending
Mhm.
will fix the holes, but not the blood stains.
No, leave the holes. Fuck that guy.
It's okay. Jaren's not here. We can get Gears to cast Prestidigitation.
Oh, and he
I-
won't piss it. He'll just clean it.
Yeah. It's good. Honestly, it's probably better than what you got it as.
To be fair, yeah. He's never done laundry before. He didn't know how to keep it clean. It's just covered in salt cake.
So, friend, have you ever seen a boat? Do you go near the coast at all?
Doesn't like coast. Doesn't know what boat means.
Yeah, Aylar, we're gonna need some of those herbs. Or do I know
Right.
of any
I need to
that we could
bounce. I'm
find on
actually
the
like,
island?
Okay.
Bye, have
So-
fun.
Catch you guys later.
What's
Bye.
actually 450? Fuck. I would make a survival check.
Ah,
I'll assist her.
the higher of the two was a 10.
You don't know of any in a sulfur forest. If you could find a more normal forest somewhere on this island, maybe.
Not much grows in the savannah,
Correct.
and I don't think we'll be able to talk him onto a boat.
He's never seen a boat before.
Yeah, but he also probably won't go on the coast either, will he?
He won't get probably on the beach easily, but that's what animal handling's for. Right?
I am good at animal handling.
Just got to be really
I imagine we're wrapping
convincing.
up the session, but next session I guess I'm going to start by reading through my book again and seeing if there's any helpful suggestions for.
You could also ask if there's a not sulfur forest on the island of the inhabitant of the island.
Oh yeah. So friend, I've seen the sulfur forest and I've seen this area. Is there like a greener forest nearby?
Yes, green forest full of the green eatermen.
I'm sorry, the green what?
The green men that eat everything.
Tall green men?
Some are tall, others round.
Hmm.
Some are wide.
Big teeth, small teeth. Do they have weapons?
They have
like
two
we?
big teeth. Like me. Shows tusks happily.
Keep the cat.
Hi, guys, party members of mine.
Hello.
He says there's green men with two big teeth like he has that eat everything in the more normal forest area of this island.
Like orcs, maybe? Do we know that there are orcs on this island? I know you mentioned it, but I don't know if we actually know
Yes.
this. Okay.
This island is avoided because of it's inhabited by orcs.
Oh, alright. That's probably the orcs then.
Yeah, probably where the orcs live.
So we could avoid that.
That's where the normal forest is.
Why would
Is
we
it
want to go there?
far from here?
It's north of the savannah, probably an hour's travel. She wants to find herbs to calm the wilder rat so that it would go near the coast and get in the boat without needing to like be manhandled.
Oh, we're gonna drug the cat. Okay. I mean, I probably have something for that in my bag.
Do
might
you?
have drugs.
I might have drugs.
Do you have drugs?
Oh, wait. Hey, Lorana, I don't know how to ask this in character. What does the HP of a wilder rat tend to be?
Make a nature check.
Nature check.
Sure.
If my nature is +5, which I'm pretty sure it is, it's an 11.
It's an 11. More health than yours, Ma.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I can cast sleep.
You would know from having the spell sleep. It probably would be very, very difficult for that to work.
Yeah, I don't have any drugs, weirdly, for me. I normally have drugs.
Weirdly.
Can we get the cat drunk? Because we probably have alcohol.
Think that wilder rats would benefit from having alcohol.
Do we care that they benefit, or do we just want them to get on the boat?
Yeah.
They probably won't benefit from the drugs
I would
either.
prefer for him to survive our journeys.
You guys are comparing like, oh, do we give him melatonin to help him take a nap, or it's like, nah, fucking shove vodka down his throat.
That works.
Everyone can do it once.
Just like jumping out of an airplane without a parachute. Everyone can do it once.
I think we're on the same page.
Yeah.
God. I don't know. It feels like we're going to stay on this island a little longer. But
Only a little. You just gotta find herbs.
and
If you can
spices.
do that stealthily.
Yeah.
Or you could just try to bring the cat on the boat.
Stealthily looking for herbs gives us
Either
being
option
caught by
sounds good.
foods.
We'll see how many people show up next week. We know Aylar won't be here.
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
Ah, but see, he's the one with the best chance of finding the herbs.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. I mean, so we know that Jack